We used to have to deal with some mud, but looks pretty good shape overall tonight.
We'll see how the field holds up as the night goes on. Inch and 7/10 over the last couple of days here in St. Paul, so soften the field up quite a bit. So nice crown to the field. It really shouldn't be too much of an issue. It's going to be slick out there in the middle as this Bermuda sod field kind of starts getting tore up a little bit in tonight's game. Both teams come in 5-0. Look for a good game here tonight, Mike.
Both undefeated teams coming in 5-0 on the season. Both are also undefeated at 1-0 in the district play. They're 2 of 3 undefeated district teams, the other being Marmaton Valley. Sedan, Madison, and Southern Coffee County all lost their first district game. Here we are, 2 games into the district with just 2 left in the season. Hard to believe we've moved this far through, but here we are halfway through districts already.
Yeah, halfway and over halfway through the season as area homecomings. That's kind of the marker for the last third of the season, kind of coming up with all homecomings around the area. So I know Coach's favorite thing is homecoming week, and I'm being joking a little bit there because all the distractions that come with homecoming, but fun for the kids, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun for the kids. They built some floats. I know they had their float parade today and had their judging. Some of them got a little soggy in the rain overnight. They got them out this morning and got them wet, but they were able to get through it. And here on homecoming, look for a big game by the Indians. Indians last week had a pretty good game rushing-wise. Adam Albertini scored 3 rushing touchdowns. Our player of the game, if you remember, was Braven Bourne. He had a big night with the interception that he ran back for a touchdown, threw another pass for a touchdown, had a good game both offensively and defensively. St. Paul did a lot better as well on their 2-point conversions last week. They were 6 out of 7. Struggled with that a little bit the week before up at Axtell and was having a little trouble converting on the extra points. Those are going to be really important as you get through the districts. You start counting total points, and getting that district win is going to hinge on that. So it's really important that the Indians maintain their momentum with the extra points tonight, too.
Last year's game, West Elk, was a very good game at West Elk. It kind of propelled St. Paul into the playoffs, and look for this to be the same way, led by senior Caden Miller, ex-quarterback, quite the athlete for West Elk, Mike.
Yeah, Caden Miller seems to be the one to carry the load for West Elk for the most part. The senior quarterback had 1,012 total yards on the season. He's averaging 202 yards per game, so we'll have to really keep an eye on him. St. Paul defense going to have to stay home, especially on the outside. Rumor is he likes to run outside. He'll run that fake, and then he'll also kick back and throw the ball. His favorite target is the junior, wrote it down here what the junior's name is, William Sylvie. He has 416 total yards this season. He's averaging 83 yards a game receiving. So between Sylvie and Miller, pretty powerful offense for West Elk. They scored 21 total touchdowns. That's Cade Miller, the quarterback, just on his own. So pretty potent offensive attack. They're not real big on size, pretty evenly matched probably size-wise with St. Paul, but they're definitely capable of scoring some points. Probably be a good test for the St. Paul defense here tonight.
We'll let Mike go over who each team has played here after the next break, but West Elk has yet to play a full game. So we look for a good game here tonight as the Indians and the Patriots line up against one another here, and we've got about 9-10 minutes until kickoff. We'll have the national anthem here in just a little bit. We'll take a break when we have that national anthem. We'll stay on with you until then. This pregame sponsor is brought to you by Richard's Pharmacy in Erie, Kansas. Make sure you go over there for all your prescription needs at Richie's. Our title sponsor, Farmers Bank. We want to thank all our sponsors that sponsor the Indians and does such a good job of supporting our kids, Mike.
Yeah, a couple other games tonight in district play. In the district that we're in is Southern Coffee County visits Sedan tonight. Marmaton Valley travels to Madison. So all those teams will be fighting to get in. I think they take the top 2 teams out of the district, so those would be really big games for those teams. Can't afford to put another one down with Marmaton Valley, the only other team that hasn't lost yet in the district. So it looks like right now it's a 3-way race between West Elk, St. Paul, and Marmaton Valley, but we'll see what happens after tonight.
Yeah, we don't want to call it a surprise. I said we'd come out after break, Mike. We'll go over all the teams and who they've played, but last week I would call it a little bit of a surprise, Marmaton Valley getting around Sedan last week. Mm-hmm. Keep them unbeaten. Sedan go to 0-1 in district play in their first district play. So 4 pretty good powerhouses, at least 4 in our district, St. Paul, West Elk, Moran, and Sedan.
Pretty tough district. West Elk's always played tough. We traveled back and forth down there the last few years, and always been a pretty good game. And I think last year the score was 66 when they came up here. We scored 66 points on them. So we'll see if we're able to put any points on the board tonight like that. That'll be sure a lot of good help for the offense if they're able to score. You got Bourne and Brendan Doherty with the passing attack. You got Bourne and Colin Carlson out of the backfield running the ball. Keaton Kennedy off the bench. So a lot of good things for St. Paul running on offense. They'll really need that tonight.
A beautiful night here in St. Paul. A little bit of breeze, a little bit of warm cold front coming in tonight. It's going to be a lot cooler tomorrow, but it's probably 80 degrees here at kickoff. South wind blowing across the field that lays east and west. So look for the wind to kind of die down as the evening goes along. Shouldn't be much of a factor as far as the passing game or anything goes in this game. The field, we'll see how the field holds up, see if it causes too many problems as far as condition as the night goes on. West Elk has won the toss, and they are going to receive to start the game. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul Indian Football on Hot 105.
Farmers Bank is a full-service bank with small-town personal attention. They know you by name and are always glad to help you out. Offering 24-hour ATM and 3 banking locations in St. Paul, Walnut, and Hepler, Farmers Bank, member FDIC, is proud to help support the success that a small community can achieve with teamwork and determination.
Richie's Drugstore in Erie has been serving the area since 1883 with a strong belief in providing customized care and doing more than just filling prescriptions. Pharmacist Morgan Bunton is now taking appointments for free consultations and sign-up assistance for Medicare Supplement Part D plans that fit your needs. Open enrollment begins October 15th and ends December 7th. Even if you're in a current plan, let Richie's help you determine if there's a better plan to cover your unique needs and prescriptions. Call, click, or stop by Richie's today.
The Exchange State Bank is proud to be a member of the St. Paul community. The Exchange State Bank has served the area since 1914 and is committed to go the distance for you. A full-service bank, they offer savings, checking accounts, loan certificates of deposit, and more. They also offer competitive rates on loans and investments, all while giving you the kind of personal service you won't find at bigger institutions. Visit with Bob Schonifer at Exchange State Bank in St. Paul, member FDIC, proud sponsor of the St. Paul Indians.
Jerry and Kevin Winter, along with the entire crew at KW Trucking, are proud to bring you this broadcast of the St. Paul Indians. KW Trucking specializes in heavy equipment and heavy truck repair, late model rebuilding, and body work from large trucks down to cars. They also have a full-service machine shop and a great selection of both used cars and trucks. See Jerry or Kevin at KW Trucking or call 449-2763.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports. Hot 105.
Oh, welcome back to Miles Field here in St. Paul. Beautiful rendition played by Anthony Shetler on his electric guitar. Anthony, quite the guitar player, Mike.
Anthony does a really good job on that guitar. He plays the national anthem, basketball games, football games, and it's always really well done. He also plays in a band locally. He's a lot of fun to listen to and really is, you know, for a kid his age, he does an excellent job on that guitar. He's probably got a career ahead of him in the music field, I bet.
You bet. Flags flying at half-staff due to the horrific shootings in Las Vegas. We want to keep all those people in our thoughts and prayers and their families as we get ready to set to play football here at St. Paul, Kansas, as we go over the starters for each team.
Going over West Elk starters right now. First will be Cade Miller, we talked about in the pregame show, is the senior. Also junior William Sylvie, the running back/receiver. Josh Johnson is a senior for West Elk. Cody Cannon is a junior. Connery Knoll is a junior. Chris Montgomery is a senior. J.D. Helms, also a senior. And Andrew Hurt, a senior. So looking down the roster for West Elk, pretty experienced seasoned team. They only got 3 freshmen on the roster. And it looks like 4 or 5 sophomores, but pretty well-seasoned team by West Elk on the field.
And St. Paul on the other side, Caleb Pecka, 5'10", 160-pound senior, will get the start, as well as Adam Albertini, a 5'9", 155-pound sophomore. Braven Bourne, a 5'11", 150-pound senior. Quarterback, Colin Carlson, 6'2", 170-pound junior. 33, Grant Hutcherson, 6'1", 200-pound senior. Hunter Pullman, 6'1", 175-pound senior. And Kobe Stillbush, 5'10", 190-pound senior, as well as rounded out by Anthony Albertini, the 6'2", 250-pound senior. So both teams have about the equal amount of seniors on their team, pretty senior-laden team on each side, so we look for a good ball game. Mike, how did each team get here going 5-0?
Well, you look down, West Elk comes to us out of the South Central Border League. They start off the season by beating Flint Hills Then they took on Oxford, Cedarville Dexter, then beat Central Burden and Southern Coffee County. They won all of those by the point rule. Never have played a full game yet this season. They scored 46 against Flint Hills, 56-6 was the score against Oxford. Cedarville Dexter, they won by a score of 48-0, and Central Burden they beat 52-6. Southern Coffee, they put 54 points on them, beat them 54-8. So definitely capable of scoring some points on offense.
Yeah, and they only gave up 20 points on the year total on defense, so their defense is pretty stout too. St. Paul got here by opening round victory over Pleasanton 32-8, and then Chautauqua 48-0, Frankfort 48-0. Axtell 64-36, and Madison 54-8. And I thought last week versus Madison was one of the best games the Indians has put together overall, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, there really wasn't any big plays on the part of St. Paul. We had some big plays earlier in the season, but last week really no big plays. Longest was a 36-yard pass play from Bravenborn to Caleb Pekka, but they were just really consistent, moved the ball well up and down the field. Talked about the defense for West Elk. Last week they only allowed 65 total yards against Southern Coffee County, so pretty salty defense out there by the Patriots.
Well, we'll see what the Indians can get started here on defenses. We will kick off to West Elk to start this ball game here tonight. In about 2 minutes, we look for a good game tonight. Again, about 80 degrees here at kickoff. South wind blowing lightly. Flags here on the maroon and gold flags here on the back of the grandstands, lightly blowing to the north.
St. Paul be kicking off using their secret weapon, Alejandro Mate, their kicking specialist. They've got the international exchange student here from Spain, and he's really taken to this American football, played pretty good all season, and he's really getting in the hang of kicking that ball outside the end zone, which is a big advantage for St. Paul, pinning the other team deep, not giving them any field position to start with, and really helping their defense out.
That may be a little more difficult tonight with the wet football and wet field conditions, and that brings to another point, Mike, the wet football and wet, as the grass is just going to get wetter as the night goes along. It rained this morning, so the field's going to be plenty wet. So holding on to the football is going to be a big thing tonight. Better have two hands on that ball and make sure there is not turnovers. If there is turnovers, you want to be on the winning side of the turnover margin. Look for that to be a big emphasis here tonight.
That's right, and in the past few games, we've seen the way the defense is being able to hold strong for St. Paul. A lot of the play goes on one end of the field, and they don't see the other end very often until they change quarters, and so that really makes a difference in how bad that field gets torn up. Here towards the east end, probably from about the 30-yard line on in, going towards the east, if you're familiar with Miles Field here, it's pretty soft out in the middle now. Going west on the other end of the field towards the concession stand, pretty good shape. The Indians get the ball down there, or whoever gets the ball down there. Shouldn't have much problem with footing, but we'll see as the night goes on towards this east end whether that becomes a factor or not.
Sylvia, nice-sized running back, 6'1", 180-pound back deep, as well as Cade Miller, the senior, the 5'8", 165-pound, low built to the ground, hard-running, stocky Cade Miller. So Alejandro Mate has the ball teed up. Our kickoff sponsor, Styles Fitness and More. This kickoff brought to you by Styles Fitness and More. And our title sponsor is Farmers Bank, as the ball is teed up and trying to get her set just right. And we're about to get underway here, Mike.
Alejandro getting her set just right here. We'll see how he does with this softer ground. Hopefully it doesn't affect how the ball flies.
Caleb Pekka, Keaton Kennedy, Kobe Spielbush, Alejandro Mate, Colin Carlson, Easton Dent, Joseph Hess, and Adam Albertini on the kickoff squad. Back deep is Miller and Sylvie standing at the goal line, so there's no secrets left anymore with Alejandro's leg. They stand at the 1-yard line. Alejandro, high driving kick, going to be returnable, going to bounce about the 5, taken by Sylvie. Run right up the middle, 15-9, cuts to the right, hit hard about the 22-yard line. Good job wrapping him up at the 22. It'll be first and 10 for West Elk Patriots. They start with the ball set about the 22-yard line.
If you're on Cade Miller, the quarterback, we'll see what he's going to do here. Like I said, he's a running threat. He's a passing threat. Likes to throw to Sylvie coming out of the backfield. Sometimes they'll split Sylvie out. We'll see what they come up with here to start the game.
Miller up under center, split back formation. And it's a handoff to the right side. It's going to be to Sylvie. It's going to be a short gain on the play, gain of 1 or 2. Sylvie off that right guard side. He's going to gain a couple on the play. It's going to bring up second down and 8. Ball now sets at the 23-yard line. Let's call it a gain of 1. Second and 9 for West Elk.
Second 9 for the Patriots.
This time, 2 receivers split wide to the right, 2 wide to the left. Single back set in the shotgun is Miller, standing about 6 yards behind the ball. Good. Hutcherson jumps off sides, gets too big a head start. It's going to be off sides against Indians. It's going to bring up second down and 3 for the Patriots as they get a free play. Hutcherson just got off to a little bit of a head start. Call it 2nd and 3. Now the ball sets at the 28-yard line.
Ready to play. First start of the game. Got some early game jitters there. Just keep your eye on the ball, Grant.
Anthony Albertini at nose guard, Hutcherson at right or left defensive end, Pullman at right defensive end, Colin Carlson middle linebacker, as well as Spillbush. Shotgun formation, option to the left. Miller's going to keep it. Pitches it late, falls on the ground. There it is. Pullman jumps on it. Indian football.
Bad decision by Miller. He was surrounded by defenders and went to try to pitch that ball over the head of one of the defenders, and Silva was outside but already passed him, and the ball just went into the air and down on the ground.
There's the first turnover of the game, and that's big key for tonight will be turnovers. See if Indians can take advantage of this turnover. Great field position, 1st and 10. Right up to the line of scrimmage they come. Wide to the left is Doherty. Shotgun formation, Bourne. Albertini set to his right. Here's the snap, low snap. Bourne's going to keep it right up the middle. Got some running room. Cut to the middle. 15, 10, 5. Turns the gas on touchdown. Woo! Good start for the Indians.
I couldn't ask for a better start than that. One play, and it's for a touchdown.
Right up the middle. Bourne went on the quarterback draw, ran the fake option to Albertini going to the left. Bourne kept it right off a right guard. Nice blocking up the hole. Right up the middle, put one move on, turn the gas on, stiff arm the guy about the 3-yard line into the end zone. He went.
Yeah, took advantage of that turnover right off the bat, and that's just what they need to do. Take advantage of any opportunity you get, especially here in district play.
Extra point pending, 6-0. Indians lead. 10:55 left to go here in the first quarter. Doherty in at tight end, a rare appearance of Doherty. Shotgun formation. Now it comes up under center Bourne. I formation. It's going to be a handoff to Albertini off the right side. Tries to get to the outside, trying to get the end zone, and he's going to get in there for the extra point. Is good. Good run by Adam Albertini to get in there for that 2-point conversion. St. Paul off to early 8-0 lead. Nice start for the Indians. Well, Mike, you couldn't ask for a better start than that.
Just what you want to do. Get the ball, drive it down the field in one play, get the extra point scored, and now go back to work. See if the defense can hold up again. That's going to be key. If they found something there with that pitch that Miller's trying to do, if he makes any bad decisions like that, that could be a long night for West Elk. But I got a feeling Coach Haig over at West Elk, we've seen him before. And he helped coach, I know, the 8-man All-Star game this summer. He's a heck of a coach. He'll probably get that cleaned up pretty quick, I'm sure.
Silver and Miller are going to go back deep again for West Elk. It appears as though the east end of the football field between the 10 and the 30-yard line appears to be the most wettest in the middle of the field. Of course, that's right in front of us. You see a lot more black sticking out of the ground, and that's where the Patriots started from. So that football is probably going to be the wettest down there. So see if Alejandro can get this into the end zone and keep West Elk pinned back here.
I don't know how wet it is as far as being sloppy, but it sure is wet as far as being really soft. You can just tell by the way Bourne was running.
It has to be soft. Pretty wet out there. It rained pretty hard this morning here in St. Paul until about 11 o'clock. Then the sun come out, but 1.7 inches over the last couple of days. Here comes Alejandro Styles Fitness and More. Kickoff sponsor, Alejandro's kick, high driving kick this time. And it's going to be taken at the 1 by Silva. It's going to be returnable. He goes to the right-hand side. He's got a little bit of room. It's going to be wrapped up by Caleb Peckin. A good tackle back there about the 18, 19-yard line. So, again, it ends with good kickoff coverage. That just lacked a couple yards from going in the end zone. Alejandro getting a little better. That football being wet has got to cause a few problems out there as far as being slick and hard to get a hold of with your foot.
Football's wet, and the air's pretty heavy tonight. 82 degrees is pretty humid with that front coming in.
1st and 10 from their own 19. One receiver split wide to the right. Sylvie sitting next to Miller. Hand off to Sylvie off the right side. Pullman wraps him up, but he's going to fall forward to a 3 or 4 yard gain. Nice gain on first down by Sylvie as he gets up. Patriots decked out in their white jerseys with red bottoms. Indians in their maroon jerseys with gold letters. As when Sylvie gets up, you can see the back of his jersey with mud and water on it, so it'd be hard to read out there.
Yeah, those white jerseys are going to be tough to read. By the
2nd and 7 by the Patriots. One receiver right, one receiver left. Shotgun formation, 2 set beside him. Miller's going to keep it right up the middle. Slips a little bit. Now he tried to get his traction, and he's going to fall down, but not until he gets the first down. Comes up with sod all over in his face. First down by Sylvie off the left-hand side on the quarterback keeper. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots as they get the ball up to the 30-yard line. They're really trying to wipe that football off. It is definitely muddy out there. Sylvie had slipped twice, had mud all over his helmet, still has sod in his helmet. One receiver right, one receiver left. Sylvie the single back shotgun formation. Good snap, back to pass, looking to his right. Has a man, hurt. Incomplete, falls incomplete. That was Andrew Hurt, the 6'1", 170-pound senior, on the out from the right tight end position. Is going to bring up second down and 10.
Passing game is really going to be difficult with that ball that slick. You can see as Miller tried to throw it, he could hardly hang on to it, so it's going to be a little short passes. You're probably not going to see much on the long game. See if Bravenborn has as much trouble holding it onto it when he tries to throw it when St. Paul gets the ball back.
3 defensive backs, Albertini, Pekka, and Bourne. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Miller in the shotgun about 6 yards deep. Now motion from right to the left. Miller's going to keep it off the right-hand side. There's a hold, but no call made. Ball's loose again. See who gets it. Indians diving for it, but I think it may
have been down.
Maybe West Elk's football, and it is West Elk. It's going to be about a 5-yard gain on the play. It's going to bring up third down and call it 3 as Miller lost the handle of that football. We don't know if it was right after he hit the ground. I don't think it was. I think the ball was loose. I think West Elk just happened to get back on it. It's going to bring up third down and 4. The ball now sets at the 36-yard line.
There's a good example that ends are going to have to stay home out there and contain, not let them bounce outside. That's what Miller likes to do.
We're saying hold because it appeared as though Grant Hutcherson got yanked clear to the ground on his left defensive end. Guess I need to let the referees call it. Game, 1 receiver wide to the right, 1 to the left, shotgun formation, single back set. Hand off to the right-hand side. Nope, Miller's going to keep it. Going to be knocked out of bounds, short of the first down. Good job by the Indians. Pekka pushes him out of bounds. He was running with his back away from us, so it's hard to tell if he give that ball off to the belly option or if he kept it. He kept it around the right side, but the Indians did a good job of containing. It's going to bring up 4th down and 2, so see what the Patriots elect to do here on 4th and 2 as the ball now sits just shy of the 40-yard line at the 38. Wouldn't be surprised if they don't go for it here.
Pretty good fake by Miller. He's patient on waiting to decide whether to pull that ball and take it.
Right up to the line of scrimmage they come. I formation. Here's flag on the play, and it's going to be on the Indians. The Indians got into the neutral zone. He got a first down anyway with Sylvie off the right side. 2 offsides penalties against the Indians early on here. Coach Wattrick is not going to be happy with that as the Indians jump into the neutral zone. Patriots will take that for a first down, and they'll get across the midfield down to the 37-yard line.
St. Paul played pretty error-free football so far this season. That's 2 early penalties here for them, just mental mistakes. You just can't have that.
St. Paul rushed up to the line of scrimmage with their linebackers, anticipating that West Elk was going to run right up the middle. They was right, but they just jumped into the neutral zone too quick. Clock's winding, 8:53 left to go in the first. Indians lead 8-0. Ball sets at the 37-yard line. Shotgun formation is Miller's. 2 receivers slot to the right. Back to pass, rolling to his right. Going to throw it. Throws it deep, way over the head of Hurt. So the ball falls harmlessly incomplete. Hurt was a couple of yards beyond the defense. Looked like a little confusion back there on who was supposed to be guarding who. But either way, it's going to bring up second down and 10 as the ball sets at 37-yard line.
Pretty good pass by Miller, just overthrew his receiver. Might have been slowed down a little bit with the wet conditions. The timing might be off just a hair.
Wet field conditions aren't keeping West Elk from throwing the football.
No, they're not.
Wide to the right, and the receiver wide to the left. Single back set shotgun is Miller. Miller rolls to his right. Now shovel pass, and the ball falls incomplete, and that's going to be an incomplete pass on the shovel pass. It's going to be third down and 10 on the shovel pass. Shovel pass was there, but just dropped. They couldn't tell by who. It may have been Hurt coming in there to get that shovel pass, so a little fancy play there on the shovel pass. Going to bring up third down and 10 for the Patriots from the 37-yard line.
Probably a break there for the Indians that he wasn't able to catch that ball because I think he had some room.
Patriots come up to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Look for Miller in the scrambling here. Miller back to pass. Now he's going to throw it right across the middle. Has a man, and it's going to be complete. He's going to be close to the first down. Looks like he may have the first down. If he doesn't, he's just short. Going to be really close. Appears to be a first down, and it is. The ball is now down to the 26.5-yard line. First and 10 for the Patriots. Good pass and catch. Is that 8?
That was Johnson. Josh Johnson, number 29, is the one that received the ball.
It's going to get real hard for us to tell numbers with these white jerseys here. I got a feeling before the night's over. First and 10 for the Patriots. Ball sits at the 26-yard line. 3 receivers to the right. Miller rolls out to his right. He's got some run room. Now he's going to throw it over the head, way over the head of Johnson that time. Falls incomplete. Looks for Miller to start scrambling here before long. on them rollouts. Second down and 10. West Elk not scared to throw the football, Mike.
Definitely not scared to throw the ball, even when it's wet. Look for Anthony Albertini, try to fight through there at the nose guard position, put a little pressure on the quarterback when they're out rolling like that.
8-10 left to go in the first. Indians lead 8-0. Took advantage of a turnover at the 27-yard line by the Patriots. One play born into the touchdown. Albertini with the extra point. Two receivers wide to the right, one to the left for West Elk. Single back set is Sylvie next to Miller. Going to run the option to the right. He's going to keep it right up the middle. He's going to be wrapped up. Nice job by Albertini, and Pullman and Spillbush all get off the pile. They stay with Miller. He's going to bring up third down and 8. He gains 2 on the play.
Easy to see how Miller gets so many yards. He's sneaky, and he does a really good job with his fakes and misdirection, so he's a really good athletic quarterback.
Third and 8 for West Elk. Ball sets inside the 25, right inside the 25. Hurt splits 2 receivers wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Miller in the shotgun. A lot of pressure coming by Hutcherson. He gets around. He's going to throw deep. Has a man back there, and he overthrows him. Incomplete. So it's going to bring up fourth down and 8. Okay, at that time, couldn't catch the number. Is that 88? He got behind the defense. Walker, the 6'3 senior, got behind the defense. Bourne was chasing him. Good pressure that time by the Indians. Got right through there. Hutcherson and Pullman was in there pretty quick. Fourth down and 8, so a big fourth down play here coming up for West Elk and the Indian defense. 7:27 left to go in the first. 8-0, Indians lead. A lot of wide split formations. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Just 3 blockers in there. Miller back to pass. Here comes the rush. Miller's going to try to run it, and he's going to get around the first guy. Now he puts a fake on. He stays inbound, runs out of bounds. Is he going to have the first down?
I can't tell from this angle. He's going to be able to get it.
First down by Miller. And a good scramble by Miller. Had a chance to get him in there. Pullman had a shot at him and missed him. First and 10 for West Elk. There's Miller's athleticism. Got him around the left side and got him a first down. First and 10 Patriots.
He's got the defense kind of off balance here.
1 receiver wide to the right, 1 to the left. Single back set behind Miller in the shotgun is Sylvie. It's number 29 gets the carry. He's going to have a nice carry brought down by Pekka as he broke 1 tackle.
29, Josh Johnson.
We're going to get down to about the 10-yard line. Call it second down and 6 for West Elk. Johnson with the carry. 6'1", 205-pound senior for West Elk. Second and call it 6. Ball sets at the 10-yard line. 6:52 left to go in the first. 8-0, Indians lead. Hurt splits wide to the right, 1 to the left. Up under center this time is Miller. Now motion from right to left. A pitch around the right-hand side. Trying to find some room. Cuts inside. There's a flag. Comes in late. Good tackle. Couple tackle by the Indians there. Brought him down hard. Let's expect that will be a hold against West Elk.
I think that's the hold that was on Grant Hutcherson that they missed earlier.
Holding against West Elk. Indians, I assume, will back them up from the spot foul. You should repeat second down and bring up a
10-yarder.
Second and 13. We'll call it second and 12. Ball now backed up about the 17-yard line for West Elk. Johnson splits wide to the right. Sylvie set to the right of Miller in the shotgun. Here comes the shotgun snap. Good snap. Back to pass. Looking. Plenty of time. Still has time. Now tries to rush. There he goes. And now he fakes a throw. Puts a move on. Got some running room. Got an angle to the end zone. Touchdown Miller as he keeps doing that pump fake even after he's passed the line of scrimmage, and the Indians defense fight on it. Touchdown West Elk.
Yeah, he just out-faked and outsmarted the defense. All there was to it on that play.
Touchdown West Elk. Miller scrambles for a 17-yard touchdown. Extra point pending. Eight to 6 is the score. 6:12 left to go here in the first quarter. 1 receiver wide to the right, 1 to the left for West Elk. Miller in the shotgun. Back to pass, across the middle, throws it quick, ball's up, and falls incomplete. No good is the extra points. 6:12 left to go in the first. 8 to 6. Indians lead by 2. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to St. Paul football on Hot 105.
Prairie Mission Retirement Village in St. Paul provides services to people in their retirement years. Prairie Mission meets a wide range of needs from healthcare to assisted living and independent living apartments to elderly daycare services, including transportation. With our 7 to 7 dining, residents get up when they desire, eat when and what they want, and continue to live a full and happy life. Your family deserves the best in retirement care, so give Prairie Mission Retirement Village a call today for more information at 620-449-2400 or visit them at 242 Carroll Street in St. Paul.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports. Hot 105.
8-6. Indians lead by 2 after the Miller touchdown by West Elk on their second possession of the game. The first possession, they turned the ball over to the Indians. Indians scored in one play. Braven Bourne ran it in for a 27-yard touchdown run, and Adam Albertini with the extra point. It is now West Elk will kick off.
West Elk got settled down, just marched right down the field on St. Paul. The defense going to have to tighten up quite a bit. They spread them out, spread those receivers, get them going deep and shallow, and just spread them all over the field.
Sylvie has the ball teed up. High, driving kick, going to be taken by Albertini about the 2. Albertini to the 5, 10, 15, cuts to the right. Got to get around there. Albertini trying to keep his feet, does keep his feet. And they throw it dead, only his knee wasn't down. Good job by Albertini squirting away from there. Indians going to be pinned back deep about the 14. Well, nose of the football is about close to the 15, so about the same as a touchback. Indians back in their own territory. We're going to have to take care of the football here. 6:05 left to go in the first. 8-6. Indians up by 2. Bourne comes in from the sideline with the play. Styles and Fitness and More was your kickoff sponsor there by the Patriots. Doherty split wide to the right. In the shotgun is Bourne. Set to his left is Albertini. Bourne's going to keep it off the left-hand side. He's going to be wrapped up. Nowhere to go that time as he's wrapped up for a loss, as Bourne has nowhere to go off the left-hand side. It's going to be a 3-yard loss.
Linebacker blitzed right through the gap and was not even touched. He was in Bourne's pocket before Bourne hardly even got the snap.
Going to bring up second down and 13. Now the ball back at the 11. Indians in dangerous territory with field conditions the way they are back here at their own 11. Need to try to get something going here on offense. You can see how shiny that football is, so it's bound to be wet out there. Second and 13 for the Indians. Ball sets at the 11-yard line. High formation this time. Bourne up under center. Albertini with football. Going to be hit hard after he gets across the 15 to the 16-yard line. He's going to gain 3 or 4 back to the line of scrimmage. And it's going to bring up third down and 10. It's going to bring up third down and 11 for the Indians.
He ran almost, he only got about a yard or 2 on that carry.
It appears as though I thought he was closer to the 15, but the ball sets about the 13-yard line, so the Indians in danger of going 3 and out here on their second possession of the game. Third and call it at 11. Ball sits at the 13.5-yard line. Doherty back in the game. He splits wide to the left. Shotgun formation is Bourne. Set to his right is Albertini. And here is a flag on the play. That's going to be a delay game by the Indians. They're going to back them up even closer to the end zone, so not a good deal for the Indians. A bad time to get a delay of game. Should have hurried things up there. Indians kind of sputtering a bit here on their second possession of the game after such a good start.
Third penalty, and we're still just in the first quarter.
Bourne comes back into the game. Not a very clean game so far by the Indians. Couple offsides. And then a delay of game brings up third and 16. Doherty splits wide to the left. Bourne in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Bourne shovel pass inside to Pekka. Going to be wrapped up. And he's going to be brought down at about the 15-yard line, so not much gain on the play by Pekka. He's going to bring up fourth down and call it 14. So the Indians are going to be forced into punting situation for the first time tonight as Miller, the dangerous Miller, goes back deep for the Patriots.
Just no offense on that possession by St. Paul at all.
The Indians with the shovel pass of their own as Kobe Spillbush back in punt formation. The Indians need a good snap. Kind of need to kick it away from Miller here. Here's the snap. It's a good snap. And it's going to be a bounding kick off the right-hand side. And that ball's going to roll. Not too bad. It's going to roll out about the 38-yard line, so not the greatest kick. West Elk's going to have to start with great field position at the ball sets at the 37-yard line as the Indians was forced on a 3 and out on their second possession of the game. So West Elk back with the advantage here. St. Paul leads 8-6.
St. Paul defense really going to have to strengthen up here. Another turnover would be great, but can't count on that. They need to play good, hard defense, not let them get them spread out, contain from the outside, keep them inside, get some help from the linebackers.
Field position the way it is, you do not want to play a field position game where you're pinned back deep. High formation by West Elk. Miller up under center. Here's the snap. Ball's on the ground. Now he pitches it late, and thank goodness, number 24, Sylvie, lost his footing and fell down as Miller dropped the snap, picked it up, pitched it to Sylvie late. Had Spillbush fooled because he still thought Miller had it. Right back up to the line of scrimmage comes West Elk in a hurry. Two receivers wide to the right. Miller in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Rolling to his right. He's going to keep it around the right-hand side. Got some running room. And now flags come in late. I don't know.
Be a late hit, maybe.
Number 14, another ball.
Another penalty against the Indians. Face mask against the Indians. They're going to back them up deep. They're going to be a big advantage for West Elk, as Miller was held to just a couple-yard gain, but now a 15-yard, I assume it's 15-yard. We'll see what it is. And it is a 15-yard face mask penalty against Sylvie, so that's going to take the ball all the way down inside, right outside the 20-yard line, so a horrible penalty. Awful. Not a clean game so far by the Indians as far as penalties go.
Really struggling right now.
West Elk up to the line of scrimmage, two receivers wide to the right. Miller in the shotgun. Sylvie set to his right. Back deep in the shotgun. Going to run the option to the right. Now he's going to pass it. Got a man back there as Albertini falls down. Touchdown, West Elk.
Made that look too easy.
Miller to Hurt. Touchdown, West Elk. They take the lead 12-8.
Yeah, Adam Albertini, to his credit, he fell down, and back there in the coverage, it left Hurt all by himself.
They ran the option to the right, and Miller just kept it, chucked it over the head. The tight end released, and he was 7 yards behind any defender and reeled that football in. So West Elk are right back up on track, up 12-8. Miller in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Rolls to his right, looking to pass, throws it, and the extra point is good. Hurt with the extra point reception, and West Elk back with momentum, all fired up, jumping up and down over there. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to St. Paul football on Hot 105.
Exchange Insurance Agency is a proud supporter of the St. Paul Indians. Give us a call, visit our website, or stop in to let us do the comparison shopping for you and get a free no-obligation quote. Offering all types of insurance, including auto, motorcycle, home, farm, crop, watercraft, life, and health, Medicare supplements, and all lines of commercial or business insurance. Serving the four-state area since 1964, Exchange Insurance in St. Paul is here to provide you with what you need, want, and should expect from your insurance agency.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports, Hot 105.
So welcome back as Indians trail 14-8. The last two possessions by West Elk, they have took momentum in this game and lead the game 14-8. 2:59 left to go in the first as Sylvie has the ball teed up. Styles Fitness and More is our kickoff sponsor. Back deep is Albertini for the Indians. Bounding kick down the middle, going to be taken by Albertini about the 15. Albertini, good move up to 20 in the middle of the field, tries to get the outside, but brought down hard there by Sylvie, the kicker, but good return that time. Get Indians a little more breathing room out to the 27-yard line.
By number 14, Miller.
Oh, maybe it was Miller. I thought it was Sylvie on the tackle. 1st and 10 for the Indians. Ball sets.
1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line.
For the Indians, the ball sets at the 27.
Got a little more room to work here, and they're going to have to take advantage of it and use it, do something here on offense for sure.
Split back formation, I formation. Carlson at fullback, Albertini at tailback, Bourne up under center. Here's a snap. Carlson, pitch out to Albertini around the right side. Miller out there, breaks Miller's tackle. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Adam Albertini on the option on the right-hand side. He broke a tackle by Miller out there, got around the right-hand side, and it's a touchdown for the Indians to tie this ball game up at 14.
Credit goes to Braven Bourne and Colin Carlson on a heck of a fake inside, too, fooled the defense, and he was able to pitch it out to Albertini. He was off to the races.
This could be a track meet, Mike.
It's looking like it, isn't it?
On this wet field, Albertini with a good move broke that tackle by Miller on the right side. The only guy out there, and he broke that tackle down the sideline. He went. So Indians way better looking on this possession of the game, obviously. Kennedy in the game for Albertini. Extra point pending. Bourne up under center. He's going to roll out, going to throw it. He's got to throw it quick. Has Pekka out there. Extra point is good. As Pekka comes from the tight end. Good job by Bourne to get that football away because he was under duress. Indians back up by 2, 16-14, 2:42 left to go in the first quarter. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. Good St. Paul football on Hot 105.
St. Paul Tire and Lube, locally owned and operated, offers the small-town convenience you love without the big city prices. They offer free pickup and drop-off in St. Paul, so you're not left stranded while your vehicle is in the shop. They offer tire repair and also offer oil change and new tires. When you find yourself in need of new tires or an oil change and need to keep going, visit with St. Paul Tire and Lube, 620-449-2323. St. Paul Tire and Lube, proud supporters of the St. Paul Indians.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports. Hot 105.
Welcome back to Miles Field here in St. Paul. Dan Bitt alongside Mike McCracken. Kickoff sponsor Tiles Fitness and more as Alejandro Monte has the ball teed up after the Adam Albertini touchdown. Extra point from Bourne to Pekka takes the score to 16-14. We got a good one going here, Mike.
Yeah, dandy ball game so far, and it's probably going to keep that up. Both teams really got a good high-powered offenses when they're working, and we're seeing that on each side now.
Mate, high driving kick. This one going clear out of the back of the end zone. Good job by Mate. Gets his foot in. It's going to make West Elk start at their own 15-yard line.
The way West Elk's offense is working, that's going to be a lot of help if Alejandro can keep those deep kicks going.
And he's still in here on defense. High-powered West Elk. He knew it was going to be a good game by the...
Always is, seems like.
Each team coming in 5-0, and Miller, his athleticism, Sylvie with his size, so good job by both of them as one receiver splits wide to the right. Shotgun formation is Miller. Sylvie falls down. Now Miller's going to keep it. He falls down about the 11-yard line, so footing is definitely a problem down there on that end of the field as Sylvie was going to get the football, I believe, and was trying to run the option. He fell down, so Miller just kept it around the right side. Good job by Hutcherson, and I couldn't tell who else. Maybe Carlson brought him down for a 3-yard loss. That's what you need to do is keep him down here on the wet end of the field.
Should have put the longer spikes on their cleats.
2 receivers wide to the left, 2 wide to the right for West Elk. Miller in the shotgun. Kobe Spielbush back in the secondary. Motion from right to left. Now Miller's going to keep it around the left-hand side. Coming up, as Spielbush misses a tackle and then brought down hard. But Miller, he is awful shifty out there. Albertini and Bourne both bring him down, not until he gains about 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. Indians going to have to fight off them blocks on them split receivers, try to get up there and contain Miller as he's awful shifty.
Shifty and patient. He's a patient runner, waits for the blocks to develop in front of him, and St. Paul doing their best to contain him. Good job by the offensive line for West Elk. They do a heck of a job blocking for Miller.
3rd down and 8. Ball sets at the 12-yard line. Miller in the shotgun, 1 receiver wide to the right. Back to pass is Miller. Looking. Now he's gonna run it up the middle. Oh, and he gets away. There's 3 Indians there, and he's going to be brought down, but not till he gains a 1st down. There was 3 Indians had a shot at him. They all 3 whiffed on him, and Miller, quite the athlete, with a 1st down by West Elk. You could see that coming because there was a hole on the left-hand side, but the Indians looked like they was going to gather up on him and get him brought down. Right up to the line of scrimmage comes West Elk, 1st and 10. Ball sets at the 36-yard line. Low snap. Miller around the right-hand side this time. Grant Hutcherson tries to corral him. He's going to gain about 3 or 4 on the play. Brought down after a gain of 3 or 4. It's going to bring up 2nd down and call it 6 as Miller right back up to the line of scrimmage they come. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Miller in the shotgun. See him take a deep breath out there. Motion from right to left to Sylvie. Miller's going to keep it right up the middle. And whiffed again as another Indians. And Miller off to the race is going to be brought down by Albertini at the 11-yard line. Hutcherson misses the tackle on Miller. You know that mud and slick jerseys, you're really going to have to get a hold of him. It's going to be 1st and 10 by Miller.
Miller's putting on a running clinic so far. He's reading those holes and taking off, and he's so quick that St. Paul's not being able to react very well.
Right back up the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10. Ball sets at the 11-yard line. In the shotgun is Miller. Rolls to his right. He's going to keep it patient. Now he cuts back. He's got some running room. Going to be down to the 5, inside the 5. Down to the 4 or 3-yard line is Miller, and Pekka in there on the tackle. 2nd and call it 4. Ball appears to be setting right inside the 5-yard line, right at the 5-yard line. Right back up to the line of scrimmage, split back formation. Miller up under center this time. Ball's on the ground, and I think Miller got right back on it for West Elk. Going to bring up 3rd down and 5. 6 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. And that'll be the end of the first quarter, which to me is going to be an advantage for the Indians because we're coming down on the muddier, appears to be the muddier end of the field. So after one, St. Paul leads 16-14, but West Elk is threatening. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to St. Paul football on Hot 105.
Farmers Bank is a full-service bank with small-town personal attention. They know you by name and are always glad to help you out. Offering 24-hour ATM and free banking locations in St. Paul, Walnut, and Hepler, Farmers Bank, member FDIC, is proud to help support the success that a small community can achieve with teamwork and determination.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports. Hot 105.
Into the first quarter, 16-12. Indians lead by 2, but West Elk is threatening. Timeout sponsor St. Paul Supermarket here in St. Paul for all your grocery needs. So Indians really going to have to suck it up here on defense. It's going to be 3rd down and call it 4. West Elk needs to get to about the 1-yard line for a first down. Looks like about the 1.5. Well, right at the 1-yard line. Nose of the football sits inside the 5-yard line.
Senior Cade Miller for West Elk really putting on a running clinic. He was able to basically run at will on that drive. Had a couple of long carries and really a patient runner. Picks a hole and waits for it to develop before he hits it and just does a really good job. So St. Paul going to have to stay home, get off of their blocks, and get some hands on him, make some better tackles. Pretty slick out there. I'm sure it's wet and hard to hold on to, but need to get some help, some gang tackling, something like that, to get him slowed down.
3rd and 4, ball sets inside the 5 and 4-yard line. 2 receivers wide to the right, 2 to the left. Miller in the shotgun. Here's a shotgun snap. Miller looking for some room, throws it late, and that ball is going to be caught for a touchdown. As Bourne on the coverage, and it's going to be a touchdown. Miller to number 33, I think Cannon was on the reception. Touchdown West Elk. That time, Indians did a better job putting pressure on Miller. It looked like he was going to run the quarterback draw and had a man released across the middle. Bourne was right there, so it was a good pass and catch. 2 receivers wide to the right, 2 to the left. Shotgun formation is Miller again. Set to his left is Sylvie. Option to the left. Pitches at Sylvie. Ball's on the ground, still on the ground, and looks like the Indians covered up, so extra point is no good. Albertini's out there on that football. So Indians trail by 4, 20-16. 11:55 left to go in the second quarter, Mike. As this is a high potent offensive game so far.
It sure is, and St. Paul defense got their hands full. They played well all year, pretty salty on defense, and it's been one of their strong points, but tonight's going to be a real test. It's been shown here already in the first quarter, early in the game. I think West Elk, on the other hand, may be in for a long game themselves because Adam Albertini seems to be doing a pretty good job of picking through their defense, and the story of the night may be who can last longer into the end of the game. West Elk, remember, hasn't played a full game all year. St. Paul actually has had to play one when we drove up to Axtell, and I think they played one up at Pleasanton, so that's 2, at least where St. Paul's had some experience playing full 4 quarters, which may be an advantage when we see later on in the second half.
Back deep is Albertini and Pekka back deep for the, Albertini's going to be the single back set. Our kickoff sponsor is Styles Fitness More. I got a feeling they're going to get their money's worth tonight.
I think you're right.
Sylvie set to kick the ball off. Miller's jersey, as you can see, is the workhorse. It's almost brown now, started white. Short kick, let that ball go out of bounds. It's not going to. It's going to be picked up by Albertini about the 8. Up the middle he goes. Good hard hit. Albertini knocked down hard, but not till it crosses the 20 up to the 21 2-yard line. It's a good return by Albertini. Here to go, that ball was going to go out of bounds, but it didn't. Good hard run by Albertini. And now the Indians pin back here on the muddier end of the football. Ball set at the 22, so going to take care of the football here. They trail by 4, 20-16.
See what happens here on defense for West Elk if they're able to take advantage of this wet end of the field like St. Paul was earlier.
High formation, Carlson at fullback, Albertini at tailback. Up under center is Bourne. Here's the snap. Going to be handoff left side Albertini. Looking for some room. Going to be wrapped down after about a 3-yard gain. Good 3-yard gain by Albertini as he secures that football. The ball right up to the 25-yard line. He's going to bring up second down and call it 8. a short 8. Call it 7.
It was at 44, I think. Nick Moreno, the 6 foot, 170-pound sophomore for West Elk, grabbed Albertini by the waist from behind, just kind of threw him down like a doll on that play.
Albertini kind of slowed up there when he got into traffic that time. Bourne up under center, I formation, option to the right. Bourne's going to keep it, cuts back to the middle of the field, fighting for yardage. He's going to gain 1 or 2. It's going to bring up a big 3rd and 5 by the Indians.
Bourne did a good job hanging on the ball there. You could tell it was getting slick. He covered it with both hands to make sure he didn't fumble.
Doherty comes in the game. It's going to be 3rd and 5 as the ball now sets at the 27-yard line. Indians need to get across the 30 to the 32, so a big 3rd down play for the Indians coming up right here. 2 receivers going to split wide to the right. Bourne in the shotgun. It's Albertini and Doherty wide to the right. Here comes the shotgun snap. Low snap. Bourne rolls to his right. He's looking for some room. He's going to throw it late. It's going to be picked off as he was hit when he threw it. It's going to be picked off by Silva. Silva down the left sideline, stretching across the end down to the 8-yard line as Braven Bourne's down on the field about the 22-yard line.
He got clotheslined by the neck when he got tackled.
Bourne threw that ball late and had contact when he got it late. Bourne's going to have to come off the field here. And it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots. 1st and goal inside the 10-yard line.
Each team now with a turnover.
Bourne comes off the field. Joseph Hess goes in the secondary. Bourne is definitely shaken up on the play as he works his way to the sideline for the Indians. 1st and 10 for the 1st and goal for the Patriots on the interception by Sylvie.
Just inside the 10-yard line.
Nose of the football's touching the 10. Indians trail 16-20. Shotgun formation is Miller off to the left-hand side. He's going to be hit hard, but not until he gets down to about the 7-yard line. He's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 7.
The 14, Gabe Miller keeps the ball.
For the Patriots.
About 2. 2nd goal from the 7-yard line.
2nd goal from the 7 for West Elk. Indians hands on their hips down there. Not a very good sign for the Indians so far. 2nd and goal. 2 receivers split wide to the kind of spot to the left. Miller in the shotgun. He's going to run to the left-hand side. He's got a lot of lead blockers. Pullman out there, and Miller's going to be close to the end zone, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Patriots. This is the Cade Miller show tonight so far in this ball game, and it's all Miller, all running, all the time.
Indians got to come up with an answer for that. I don't know what it is, but Coach Watcher's got the work to do now. Get the defense.
Indians trail 26-16, pending an extra point. High formation, Sylvie at tailback. This time it's Sylvie off the right-hand side, and he's in there easily off the right-hand side. Extra point is good. Indians now trail 28-16 with 9:53 left to go in the 2nd quarter. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. Let's St. Paul football on Hot 105.
Richie's Drugstore in Erie has been serving the area since 1883 with a strong belief in providing customized care and doing more than just filling prescriptions. Pharmacist Morgan Bunton is now taking appointments for free consultations and sign-up assistance for Medicare Supplement Part D plans that fit your needs. Open enrollment begins October 15th and ends December 7th. Even if you're in a current plan, let Richie's help you determine if there's a better plan to cover your unique needs and prescriptions. Call, click, or stop by Richie's today.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports. Hot 105.
So welcome back to Miles Field. Indians on their heels here tonight against West Elk. They trail 28-16. They trail by 12. 9:53 left to go in the 2nd quarter as the West Elk Patriots take advantage of a turnover and interception by Sylvie down to the 9-yard line, right at the 10, and punch it in a couple plays. And now they are ahead in the turnover margin, which beginning of the game with this muddy field condition, St. Paul pinned back here on the muddy end. Need to get back in this game. Sylvie about fell down before he even kicked the ball. Squib kick off to the left-hand side, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. Good job by Keaton Kennedy letting that ball go ahead and squib out of bounds. Indians will have the option to re-kick or take the ball at the 22-yard line, I believe, where it went out of bounds.
What is it? They're going to have him re-kick it?
I think he's going to back him up, make him re-kick, as it kind of appears like to start with. Bourne's got his helmet back on. See if he looks like he's going to go back in the game, so that's a good sign for the Indians. And they are going to back him up 5, make him re-kick. The field is slick and greasy. There is no doubt about it. You can see that sod field starting to get tore up pretty bad.
Yeah, there's two ways to look at that re-kick decision, whether or not you want to take a chance catching the ball and take a chance of fumbling, or do you want to take a chance of a bad kick? Not a really good kick so far by West Elk. Maybe you're taking a chance on a shorter kick, getting a little better field position that way.
His opening kick by Sylvie was real good. The last 2 or 3 hasn't been as good. He about fell down right when he tried to take off. Adam Albertini stands at the 10-yard line. Sylvie with the ball teed up now at the 25. Better kick right down the middle. Albertini takes it on the fly at the 15. Off the left-hand side, looking for some running room. Going to be wrapped up. But not until he crosses the 25 to 27-yard line. So good job by gained 5 yards, maybe 7 yards on that by making a re-kick 5 yards. 22 up to the 27 as Bourne does come back into the game for the Indians. First and 10 for the Indians. Ball set at the 27. Indians really need to get their offense back on track here in this drive.
Yeah, and one thing I've noticed, West Elk does a really good job on their kickoff coverage, too.
3 receivers wide to the right. Bourne in the shotgun all by himself. Right back into fire he goes. Shotgun snap is a low one. He's going to roll back now under lots of pressure, and he's going to be sacked way back at the 14-yard line as the Indians' offensive line all look at each other as that is the worst start you could possibly have, as that was a jailhouse blitz by the Patriots, and he loses 10 yards, 12 yards, as St. Paul calls a timeout. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. Let's St. Paul Indian football on Hot 105.
The Exchange State Bank is proud to be a member of the St. Paul community. The Exchange State Bank has served the area since 1914 and is committed to go the distance for you. A full-service bank, they offer savings, checking accounts, loan certificates of deposit, and more. They also offer competitive rates on loans and investments, all while giving you the kind of personal service you won't find at bigger institutions. Visit with Bob Conifer at Exchange State Bank in St. Paul, member FDIC, proud sponsor of the St. Paul Indians.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports, Hot 105.
Well, welcome back to Miles Field. Here, St. Paul trails 28-16, and after a 10-yard sack, a 12-yard sack by the Patriots, have the Indians pin second and 22, balls at the 16-yard line. So as good as this game has started, the momentum has totally turned around to the Patriots side.
Yeah, it's definitely shifted, and you can tell Coach Haig knew that Braven Bourne was running a little bit slower than normal, so he brought the house on the blitz that time, and it worked out for him.
3 receivers wide to the left. Bourne in the shotgun by himself. Same set, only to the left-hand side. Bourne, shotgun snap. Quick snap to Doherty. No block made by Albertini. Doherty's fighting away. Gets away. Up the middle he goes. Going to be cut down after he gains about 8 or 9 yards. Good run by Doherty. A good shifty run is going to get part of that yardage back, but it's still going to bring 3rd down and 12 for the Indians. Ball sets just short of the 25, 24-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and call it 12. It's 9:06 left to go here in the second quarter. 28-16, Indians trail by 12.
A lot of pressure again by the defensive line of West Elk, so smart play there just to get a quick outside pass.
Bourne rolls back into the shotgun. 2 receivers wide to the left. Low snap. Bourne's going to roll out to his right. Throws it deep and over the head of Albertini by about 3 yards. Albertini had a step on the defense, but it was over his head. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 12.
Good strong arm there by Braven Bourne as he rolled to his right. He threw it a long way. Unfortunately, it was just a little bit too far.
We're going to put the Indians in a punt formation or punt situation with 4th and 12 as the ball sets at the 25-yard line. So the Indians going to give this ball right back to Miller as he's back deep on the punt return. Indians can't really dig this hole much deeper, see if they can get their defense going, starting with a good punt. And it's an end-over-end punt, good kick by Spielbush. Miller's going to let it roll clear down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So good job by Spielbush to flip the field position. Now the Indians' defense really got to get something going here.
Yeah, good job by Covey, and got a good punt, got a good roll out. The thing rolled another 15 yards after it hit the ground, so really about as good a punt as you could ask for.
1st and 10 for the Patriots. Ball that's going to start 9.5-yard line and deep in their own territory. Let's see if the Indians can get something going. Really need turnovers. Easton Dent in the game at defensive end for Pullman on that right side. Joseph Hess in there for Bourne, giving him a little bit of breather also. 2 receivers wide left, 1 wide right is hurt. In the shotgun is Miller. Motion from left to right. Miller's going to keep it. Going left this time. He's going to be knocked down hard, but not until he gains 2 or 3 yards. A little better defense there by the Indians. 2nd down and 8 as Miller crosses the 10 up to the 11-yard line. Silbush is in on that tackle. 8:13 left to go here before halftime. Indians trail 28-16. 2 receivers wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Miller in the shotgun. 4 defenders for the Indians up on the line of scrimmage. Back to pass as Miller rolls to his right, looking for somebody. Hess has a chance to pick that ball off just over his hand. Good defense by Hess on the intended receiver, Johnson. Going to bring up 3rd down and 8. I'll tell you what, they split them guys out wide and left, and Miller sits back there, and then if he sees some running room, sees a little daylight, he's going to take off again. Good defense by the Indians that time. I see the Indians, when they only have 3 down linemen in their block, and all start in a 2-point stance. Albertini rarely up in a 2-point stance, but he is. Now he's going to get back into a 3-point shotgun formation, 2 to the right. Miller's going to roll out to his right, throws back to his left, has a man wide open out there. Bourne back in the game is going to cut him down, but not until after he has a 1st down. Bourne back in there, but now 1st down, good play where Miller rolled to his right, threw back to his left. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Indians keep getting the Patriots in 3rd down, but can't hold on 3rd down. 1st and 10 for Patriots. Ball sets at 21. Quick snap. The Indians kind of walking around back there. Miller with the football. Going to be hit hard off that left-hand side. He's going to gain about 7 or 8 yards on the play. Indians need to get back up to the line of scrimmage because they're not going to mess around as Easton Dick comes off the field. It's going to be a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 as the ball sets.
West Elk keeping the pace.
27-yard line.
Just keeping defense completely on field.
2 receivers wide to the left, 2 to the right. Now motion from right to left. Miller in the shotgun. Now Miller's going to keep the ball running to the left side. Just quick quarterback draw. He slides down after he gains 1 or 2. It's going to bring up 3rd down and short as either Miller lost his footing or just hook slid when he seen the contact come. It's going to bring up 3rd down and call it 2.
26, Colin Carlson. It'll be 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3 for the Patriots. Ball sets its 29-yard line. Another big 3rd down play for the Indians. See what Miller and the Patriots dial up here. Indians trail 28-16. 6:41 left to go before half. Miller in the shotgun. Rolls to his right. Looking for some running room. Cuts back. He's going to have a 1st down and more. Flag comes in late on the play. And it's going to be a hold against West Elk. Thank goodness.
Yep.
14. Miller.
And I believe it's going to be a hold on West Elk. It's going to negate the 1st down. It's going to back him up 10. Going to bring up 3rd down and now long for West Elk.
St. Paul called a break there for sure.
Flag was thrown at the 30, so it'll back him up to 20. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 for the Patriots. Miller is one heck of a weapon. With Carlson having a shoe problem here. Third down 11, 6:27 left to go in the 2nd quarter, 28-16. Indians trail by 12. They have the Patriots 3rd and 11 at the 20. Really need a defensive stop here on this 3rd and 11.
Well, they're lucky they didn't get charged with a timeout there as long as that took.
Miller in the shotgun snap. 3 receivers to the right. 2 receivers kind of slot right. Here comes the snap. Miller rolls to his right. Not much pressure. Throws deep. Ball's deep and incomplete. Falls harmlessly incomplete. Good defense by the Indians. Oh, there's a flag now. Personal foul, roughing the passer.
Is that what they called? A late hit on Miller?
They did. It was behind the play. The ball was loose, so I was following it. I think they called that on Anthony Albertini. I think they called a personal foul, late hit. Oh, my goodness, what an unfortunate set of events for the Indians. That's going to be an automatic 1st down, as that is a roughing the passer against the Indians after they finally stopped them on 3rd down. It's going to march it all the way down.
I didn't see it. I was watching the ball.
It's going to be a 1st down. 1st and 10. Now the ball up to the 36. So the Indians not playing good disciplined defense. They're unable to get to Miller. Maybe a little bit of frustration there. They finally got to him a little bit. and hit him late. First and 10. Ball sits at the 36-yard line. Two receivers wide to the right, one to the left. Pump fake. Now Miller's going to in a little bit of trouble. Now he's going to get loose. Now he throws it late, and he's going to throw it incomplete. How's that?
He's slick, hard to catch. They had 4 or 5 Indians back there in the backfield trying to get him. He kept squirting loose, and then they couldn't tackle him.
Second and 10 for the Patriots. Ball sits at the 36-yard line. Indians back on their heels here quite a bit. 6:05 left to go in the second. They trailed 28-16. They got off a great start after recovering a fumble. And one play at the 27-yard line, Bourne, one play, touchdown. The Indians led 8-0, but it's been a lot of Patriots since then. Two receivers wide to the right, one wide to the left is Hurt. Single back set is Sylvie next to Miller. Miller in the shotgun, now motion from right to left, and it's handoff around the end around the left side. Pullman chasing, they get some room around the left side, rode down, but not till well after a first down. Pullman couldn't contain on the DN on the motion from right to left. Gets around the end, going to cross the 30 down to the 28-yard line. First and 10 for the Patriots.
They put Sylvie in motion from right to left, just a straight handoff to him. He just took it outside and outrun the defense.
First and 10 for the Patriots. Ball sets at the 28-yard line. One receiver to the left, one to the right. Shotgun formation is Miller. Here comes a snap. Good snap. Back to pass. Now he's going to run it to the left. And he's going to be knocked balls loose, and I think Patriots are lucky enough to get back on that football again after Sylvie got hit hard and coughed it up, but the Patriots jumped right back on it. Good job by Miller coughed it up. Sylvie right there on the ball to get it. Second down and 8. Ball sets at the 25-yard line. 5:29 left to go in the first half. 28-16, Patriots lead. Call it second and 7. Nose of the football almost to the 25-yard line. I formation, a rare I formation by the Patriots. Miller up under center. Handoff off the left-hand side to Sylvie. Got some running room, running hard. Going to have a nice 6-yard gain or maybe a 5-yard gain on the play. It's going to bring up third down and call it 2. Down to the 20-yard line, just short of the 20.
It'll be 3rd and 2.
It's going to bring up third down and 2. 4:54 left to go in the first half.
Indians really need a defensive stop here, keep them out of the end zone.
Really a turnover. I formation again. Look for Miller to run some kind of option here. It's the same play off the left-hand side. Got some running room. Put shoulder pad down. First down, Sylvie right across down to the 15-yard line. They're just barreling right down the field.
44 running the ball that time.
Excuse me.
44,
Moreno with the carry off the left-hand side. Big running back just puts the shoulder pad down and pulls for a first down. First and 10 from the 15-yard line.
Getting off the first down.
First and 10 for the Patriots, 15, 4:33 left to go here in the second quarter. Indians trail by 12, 28-16. Sky formation again. Sylvie up under center. Here comes the snap. This time Miller's going to keep it. Indians crunched in that time. Miller kept it. A little slick Miller gets clear down to the 10-yard line as a missed tackle or two gets him a gain of 5.
Miller keeps the ball.
St. Paul defense really not what we've seen so far this season. This is some of the breakdowns that we haven't seen them do, and I'm sure Coach Watcher's going to have a visit with them at halftime, get them back in this game, get them cleaning that up.
Really need to hold here to keep this game within reach here. Always it's within reach an 8-man. I formation again. Second down and 6. Handoff off the left-hand side. Knocked that, cut down hard that time, so good job by the Indians defense.
Moreno again.
It's getting hard to... Oh, it was 24, Mike. I believe it was.
That was 44.
Yeah, maybe it was 44. It's hard to read the numbers. They're getting awful muddy. 3rd and 5, maybe a loss of a half a yard. So you got to look for this play action coming out of here to a tight end, too, Mike, when they look for roll Miller out after this, if they stay in this I formation. 3rd and 5. Now they're going to split one receiver wide to the right, which is Johnson. Single back set behind him, I believe, is Sylvie. In the shotgun is Miller. Here's the snap. Going to keep it. Roll out to his right is Miller. Looking. Has a man behind the defense now. The outside comes in late as Pekka got caught looking in the backfield as Hurt got behind him, but there's a flag off the right-hand side holding against the Patriots. We're going to negate that touchdown.
Well, Indians got a break there because he was wide open in the end zone.
Boy, Pekka had the coverage on him, but he got caught staring into the backfield of Miller and let Hurt run right in behind him. When I seen Miller rolling to the right, I was watching Caleb Pekka, and he was rolling to the right with him, with the defender, but the defender snuck in behind him and got 2 or 3 yards behind him, and good job by Miller to get it to him. But a holding call is going to back it up to the 20. It's going to make it 3rd and 15. They need to get down to the 5-yard line here. So 2 plays with 3:01 left to go here in the second quarter. 28-16, Patriots lead. Good football game here tonight. We knew it would be. West Elk with the athletic Miller coming in. 2 receivers wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Miller in the shotgun by himself. Here's the snap. Good snap. Right to him. No pressure. Now pressure comes late. Has a man back there, and it's going to be knocked down incomplete. Thank goodness that had a chance. Pekka jumped at the last minute and tipped that. Johnson was behind the coverage again, and he had a shot at it. Good thing Pekka got a finger on it. It's going to bring up 4th and 15 as the ball sets its 20-yard line.
He almost batted that into number 29.
Timeout, Patriots. So we'll be back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to St. Paul football on Hot 105.
Jerry and Kevin Winter, along with the entire crew at KW Trucking, are proud to bring you this broadcast of the St. Paul Indians. KW Trucking specializes in heavy equipment and heavy truck repair, late model rebuilding, and body work from large trucks down to cars. They also have a full-service machine shop and a great selection of both used cars and trucks. See Jerry or Kevin at KW Trucking or call 449-2763.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports, Hot 105.
Welcome back to Miles Field here in St. Paul, where the Patriots lead 28-16. Patriots have 4th and 15 from the 20-yard line, way deep into Indian territory. See if the Indians can hold here on defense, try to get something going with 2:35 left to go in the half.
That Patriot offense just had St. Paul's defense off balance the whole first half. The defense, not the defense we've seen earlier in the year in any of the games so far. The defensive backs have done a fairly good job of covering the receivers. They've bid on the fakes because Cade Miller's such a shifty runner in the backfield.
They go with 2 receivers wide. Nope, now 1 wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Miller in the shotgun by himself. Carlson with the blitz. Going to throw it deep. Spilber's back there, and that ball is going to be knocked down incomplete as the ball falls. Does it not? Yes, it does. Fall incomplete. Thank goodness Spilber's got there. Now there's a...
Well, I think they were wanting to flag because Spilbush had his back to the passer.
Okay, 1st and 10 for the Indians take over. They hold on down. I believe they pointed the Indians' way is what they was doing. I thought for a minute there's a flag back here in the backfield, but there wasn't. 1st and 10 for the Indians, so a good stand by the Indians defense. Spilbush got there late, but he stuck his arm up in the air and knocked that ball loose. So 2:27 left to go here in the first half. Plenty of time for the Indians here. Let's see if they can get something going down here. A lot of football played down here on this muddy end of the football field as Bourne in the shotgun. Albertini set to his right. Brendan Doherty split wide to the left. Low snap. Back to pass. It's going to be a little out, and no chance on that one as number 33 was right there in coverage. Cannon going to bring up 2nd and 10 with 2:22 left to go here in the first half. Indians trail 28-16.
Bourne might have tried to force that a little bit. He was really looking hard at Brendan Doherty, trying to force the ball into him. He needs to relax back there. I know the pressure's on, and that those passes like that, those quick outs, it's important to hit him right there before he gets to the out-of-bounds mark.
2nd and 10, ball sets at the 20. Bourne in the shotgun. Doherty wide to the left. Albertini set to his right. Here comes Doherty's going to go in motion from left to right this time. Shotgun snap. Bourne back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to scramble. Gets around the left-hand side looking for some room. He's going to be knocked down after about a 3-yard gain. It's going to bring up a big 3rd down and 7 by the Indians, for the Indians. Ball up at the 23-yard line. Clock running. 2:04 left to go in the first half.
St. Paul relying a lot on the passing game and some option stuff, but we've seen Braven Bourne really carry the ball quite a bit more earlier in the year than what we've seen tonight, too.
3rd and 8. Coach Wattrick's going to call timeout, I believe, here as he's letting the clock run down here. With the 3rd and 8, big 3rd down play, 1:44. Patriots letting this clock run down, so he's going to wait till the back judge starts counting, and then he's going to call a timeout here with about 2 seconds left. And timeout is called with 1:35 left to go in the first half. Patriots lead 28-16. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. This is St. Paul football on Hot 105.
Prairie Mission Retirement Village in St. Paul provides services to people in their retirement years. Prairie Mission meets a wide range of needs from healthcare to assisted living and independent living apartments to elderly daycare services, including transportation. With our 7 to 7 dining, residents get up when they desire, eat when and what they want, and continue to live a full and happy life. Your family deserves the best in retirement care, so give Prairie Mission Retirement Village a call today for more information at 620-449-2400. Or visit them at 242 Carroll Street in St. Paul.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports. Hot 105.
So welcome back to Miles Field here in St. Paul, where the Indians trail 28-16. 1:35 left to go before halftime. Indians with a big 3rd and 8 from their own 22 coming up here, coming out of an Indian timeout. Indians, after the first couple possessions of the game, haven't been able to get nothing going on offense. Have been back on their heels on defense quite a bit.
Big 3rd down here for the Indians.
3rd and 8. Ball sets it to 22. Shotgun formation. Doherty split wide to the left. Here's a snap. Back to pass is Bourne's got some time. He's going to throw it deep for Doherty, and that ball's caught.
They're going to reel him inbounds. No,
no. He was pushed out of bounds, but no call made. Doherty reeled that in, and he only had to have 1 foot in.
Yeah.
Now the side judge coming up. He's spotting him. We got one guy spotting him.
See what they're
not sure what we got going on. Now he's walking back.
They're going to call it incomplete. Referee signaled incomplete. They're saying he had 1 foot in. The side judge looking down the sideline called it from clear back towards the line of scrimmage. It's about a 25-yard pass, so he has pretty good eyes to see it from back there.
High school football, you only have 1 foot in bounds.
Yeah.
And I believe he did have 1 foot out of bounds. It's just whether or not the other foot was standing out of bounds when he did have the 1 foot in bounds. It was a heck of a catch by Doherty on the pump and go. Spillbush with the kick to Miller, takes it on the fly. Dangerous situation. Albertini falls down. Peckham misses him. Now another missed tackle coming to the left, and he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets clear back to the 31-yard line. As a big turn of events there, as it looked as though Doherty had a catch down the sideline. It would have been good for an Indian first down, and now they give it right back to the Patriots with 1:12 left to go in the half, trailing 28-16. Big defensive stand here by Indians. 1st and 10. Ball sets at the 31. 2 receivers wide to the right, 2 to the left for the Patriots. Miller in the shotgun. Back with the snap. Little screen pass right across the middle. Albertini misses a tackle. Now Sylvie fighting hard. He's going to be close to a first down. Going to be a little bit short with 1:03. I don't know why the clock stopped unless they called it timeout. Now it's running. 59 seconds left to go. Ball sets at the 22-yard line, 2nd and 2. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Miller in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Low snap this time. More pressure by the Indians. Going to be reeled in by Sylvie. Spillbush has him wrapped up. Is he going to keep him in bounds? Nope. He throws him out of bounds. The clock's going to stop. And it's a timeout by the Patriots, so that's good. Timeout, Patriots. It's going to be a first down for the Patriots. Ball set at the 17-yard line with 42 seconds left to go in this game. We got a good one here, Mike.
Yeah, it's a dandy here. This offense of the Patriots really giving St. Paul all they want on defense, and then offensively they just haven't been able to get anything going at all.
Boy, I sure would like to see the replay on Doherty's catch. Well, he was right here in front of us on the sideline, and it looked as though maybe 1 foot was out of bounds.
Well, the back judge came up and marked it.
Yeah,
the side judge came running down there, ruling him out of bounds.
He was 20 yards behind the play, which he was looking down the sideline, so we'll see what happens here. The Indians really need to hold here. Patriots with good field position on the return by Miller. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Plenty of time left. 1st 10 from their own 18. 42 seconds left to go in the first half. Patriots lead 28-16. In this kind of game with Miller and Sylvie as weapons, you're going to have to keep this game fairly close. Indians will have the first possession of the second half, so they really need to try to hold here if they can. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Ball sets at the 18-yard line. Miller in the shotgun. 2 slot receivers to the right. Here's a snap. Reels it in. Throws back to his left again. Has a man out there, and he's going to slip down about the 11-yard line. Stays inbounds. Clock's running. West Elk right back up to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 5 for West Elk. 26 seconds left to go. Miller shotgun snap, rolls to his right. There's a hold, and he's going to be rolled down inbounds. The clock's going to stop. No gain on the play. Good defense that time. Grant Hutchinson, good job at DN that time as Miller kept the ball around the right-hand side, holding against West Elk with 19 seconds left to go before halftime.
Yeah,
but Albertini
have to be careful. They like that.
Going to back him up 10 yards. It's going to back West Elk up to the 22-yard line, but with the legs of Miller. Here it comes. They need to get up on the ball. West Elk right back up on the ball. 2nd and 13. Miller rolls to his right. Now he's going to look to his left. Goes back to his right. Carlson back there, and that ball falls incomplete. And now they throw a flag in the end zone about 5 seconds after the ball hits the ground.
Well, I think Carlson was going for the ball.
Contact down there with Carlson, but they're going to call a flag on Carlson with 8 seconds left to go in the half.
There's a flag down on the flag.
So that'll be 15 from the line of scrimmage, right?
Line of scrimmage was a 22. So it will be a penalty, and it will be a 10-yard or 15-yard. I think it's a first down for the Patriots. It's going to be 1st and goal. It's going to be real close to a first down. If it's not, I believe it is. It has to be because it was 2nd and 14. That's a 15-yard penalty. So now they're backing up. It's a 10-yard penalty.
Okay.
Excuse me. It's going to repeat 2nd down, so it'll be 2nd down and 4 from the 11-yard line. So same place they started with before they got the hold, with 8 seconds left to go before half. 11 seconds on the clock.
They want. Back on the clock.
Second down and 3 from the 11-yard line for the Patriots. Miller in the shotgun. 2 receivers slot to the left. Here's a snap. Miller's going to keep it around the left-hand side. He got an angle, and he's going to get out of bounds about inside the 5 or right at the 5. He's going to have a first down with 5 seconds left to go as that left side defensive end got hooked in a little bit. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 5. 5 seconds left to go until halftime. West Elk coach is not happy about something. I don't know what he's not happy about, but he is not happy about something. Shotgun snap, or shotgun formation. 2 receivers slot to the right. 1st and goal. Ball's high over the head of Miller. He hits Hess, and now he's got time to throw. It's going to throw way back to the right, and it's going to be off the hands, and that's going to be halftime, folks, as the ball falls incomplete. Oh, my goodness, Joseph Hess had every chance in the world to tackle Miller back there. Somehow Miller picked that ball up, got away from him, had Hurt standing back there behind everybody. One of the D-backs for the Indians recovered, and it went right through Hurt's hands, falls harmlessly incomplete, which brings us to halftime. Halftime score, Indians 16, West Elk 28. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout for St. Paul football on Hot 105.
Exchange Insurance Agency is a proud supporter of the St. Paul Indians. Give us a call, visit our website, or stop in to let us do the comparison shopping for you and get a free no-obligation quote. Offering all types of insurance, including auto, motorcycle, home, farm, crop, watercraft, life, and health, Medicare supplements, and all lines of commercial or business insurance. Serving the 4-state area since 1964, Exchange Insurance in St. Paul is here to provide you with what you need, want, and should expect from your insurance agency.
St. Paul Tire and Lube, locally owned and operated, offers the small town convenience you love without the big city prices. They offer free pickup and drop-off in St. Paul, so you're not left stranded while your vehicle is in the shop. They offer tire repair and also offer oil change and new tires. When you find yourself in need of new tires or an oil change and need to keep going, visit with St. Paul Tire and Lube, 620-449-2323. St. Paul Tire and Lube, proud supporters of the St. Paul Indians.
Farmers Bank is a full-service bank with small-town personal attention. They know you by name and are always glad to help you out. Offering 24-hour ATM and free banking locations in St. Paul, Walnut, and Hepler, Farmers Bank, member FDIC, is proud to help support the success that a small community can achieve with teamwork and determination.
Richie's Drugstore in Erie has been serving the area since 1883 with a strong belief in providing customized care and doing more than just filling prescriptions. Pharmacist Morgan Bunton is now taking appointments for free consultations and sign-up assistance for Medicare Supplement Part D plans that fit your needs. Open enrollment begins October 15th and ends December 7th. Even if you're in a current plan, let Richie's help you determine if there's a better plan to cover your unique needs and prescriptions. Call, click, or stop by Richie's today.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports. Hot 105.
Here at halftime here at Miles Field in St. Paul, where the Indians trail 28-16 to the West Elk Patriots. Our halftime sponsor, St. Paul Tire and Lube. We got a good one going here, Mike.
Yeah, this is really a good game, and we knew it would be here in district play. Both teams come in here undefeated, fighting for that number one slot in districts as they match them up. And really, it hasn't disappointed us because both teams off to the races early on, really hot on offense. St. Paul sputtered on offense and defense, while West Elk just kept chugging along. That's how we end up here 28-16 at half.
West Elk really, since that second possession of the game, has kind of took control of this game as far as offensively. St. Paul has not had the football very much offensively in the second quarter, or the last half of the first quarter and the second quarter. See if the Indians can turn that around here, as they will start with possession of football to start this third quarter. They trail 28-16, well, still within reach. A nice game, but West Elk, their offense and Caden Miller has really taken control of this game in that first half.
Yeah, and we've really seen some things out of St. Paul that we haven't seen much of all season long. Number one being penalties. St. Paul's already got 6 penalties in the first half. Some of them were really costly, came at the wrong time on whether it was a holding penalty or offsides penalty on the third and long, and really that's been one of the problems St. Paul's had. The other problem that they've had, like both teams have, really the slick field's not helping any. St. Paul hadn't had any offense to speak of. The line's having trouble keeping the defensive front of West Elk out, and it's just not been a good night so far for St. Paul. They're going to have to come out in the second half, put some points on the board. Defense going to have to stiffen up quite a bit, because Caden Miller has just put on a clinic as far as rushing the football goes. I'll talk about that here in a little bit when we do stats after the next break, but he's really put on a show for West Elk. It's not hard to see why he's their number one player.
So here we are at halftime, 28-16, as Mike said, a big district game here. Top two districts out of a 16 district goes. St. Paul, Southern Coffee County, Sedan, West Elk, Marmaton Valley in that district. So look for the Indians to start District 1-0. Both teams come in 5-0. We knew West Elk would be a real good team led by Miller, and Miller has not disappointed thus far. Indians defensively just making too many mistakes off and on. They've made West Elk work at every possession as far as it goes on defense. They really made them work on offense, but at inopportune times we either come up with a penalty or give up, let Miller get loose on the run. They do a good job of spreading the field and letting Miller just use his arm and his legs just to run all over the place.
Yeah, the ball's pretty slick to hang on to. Both teams with a turnover, both come on interceptions, though, rather than fumbles. However, the ball's been on the ground, hard to hold on to when they're running it. Done a pretty good job keeping track of that, getting back on it if they do drop it on the ground. But turnovers, we'll see as this field conditions deteriorate in the second half even more. If that becomes more of a factor, we'll have to really watch the struggles as they try to control the ball.
Homecoming here at St. Paul, so the Indians want to get back on track, try to come out victorious to make the homecoming a little more pleasurable. We don't want to come out with a loss at homecoming, but we knew it was going to be a good game as well as we know next week the Indians go to Marmaton Valley. Marmaton Valley, what I'm going to call a slight bit of an upset, beat Sedan last week. So Marmaton Valley is going to be tough, and Sedan, is going to be tough, and Southern Coffee County all on the schedule yet. So the Indians try to get back on track here in the second half, get something going offensively. And when we come back, Mike will go over the first half stats, and it's going to be, listen close, because Miller's going to have a lot of yards. Yeah. I can tell you that right now. One side's
not going to take long, and the other's got quite a story.
9:06 left to go here left in halftime. We are halftime sponsors, St. Paul Tire and Lube. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout. Here with St. Paul football on Hot 105.
The Exchange State Bank is proud to be a member of the St. Paul community. The Exchange State Bank has served the area since 1914 and is committed to go the distance for you. A full-service bank, they offer savings, checking accounts, loan certificates of deposit, and more. They also offer competitive rates on loans and investments, all while giving you the kind of personal service you won't find at bigger institutions. Visit with Bob Schonifer at Exchange State Bank in St. Paul, member FDIC, proud sponsor of the St. Paul Indians.
Jerry and Kevin Winter, along with the entire crew at KW Trucking, are proud to bring you this broadcast of the St. Paul Indians. KW Trucking specializes in heavy equipment and heavy truck repair, late model rebuilding, and body work from large trucks down to cars. They also have a full-service machine shop and a great selection of both used cars and trucks. See Jerry or Kevin at KW Trucking or call 449-2763.
Prairie Mission Retirement Village in St. Paul provides services to people in their retirement years. Prairie Mission meets a wide range of needs from healthcare to assisted living and independent living apartments to elderly daycare services, including transportation. With our 7 to 7 dining, residents get up when they desire, eat when and what they want, and continue to live a full and happy life. Your family deserves the best in retirement care, so give Prairie Mission Retirement Village a call today for more information at 620-449-2400. Or visit them at 242 Carroll Street in St. Paul.
Exchange Insurance Agency is a proud supporter of the St. Paul Indians. Give us a call, visit our website, or stop in to let us do the comparison shopping for you and get a free no-obligation quote. Offering all types of insurance, including auto, motorcycle, home, farm, crop, watercraft, life, and health, Medicare supplements, and all lines of commercial or business insurance. Serving the 4-state area since 1964, Exchange Insurance in St. Paul is here to provide you with what you need, want, and should expect from your insurance agency.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports. Hot 105.
Oh, welcome back to Miles Field here in St. Paul. Dan Bitt alongside Mike McCracken. We're the Indians trail here at halftime, 28-16. Mike, what do you got for first half stats?
Well, we'll do a scoring rundown real quick. St. Paul started the game off early on fire. The first play from scrimmage, Braven Bourne, was a 28-yard touchdown run. Adam Albertini ran it in for the extra point. So St. Paul off and running early in the game, and then the wheels fell off. It was just about all West Elk after that. But West Elk led by Cade Miller. He had a 16-yard touchdown run, followed up quickly on the next possession for West Elk by a 21-yard pass from Miller to Hurt. St. Paul finally answered again late in the first quarter with Adam Albertini on a long, nice 43-yard run. Probably the bright spot of the first half for St. Paul was that 43-yard run by Adam Albertini, where he came around the outside and was able to break free and make it down for the score. West Elk answered right back again with Miller on a 4-yard pass to Cannon after they'd driven the length of the field, and then Miller again with a 7-yard touchdown run. So Cade Miller really putting on a show for West Elk. I'll run over his stats real quick from the first half. It's hard to believe, but he carried the ball 20 times in the first half for 130 yards, so not too bad of a half. Some people don't get that in the game, and he had it in the first half. He also had 75 yards passing on 18 attempts. Really the star of the show like he has been all season. Sylvie, his favorite target, had only 1 reception. Actually, take that back, he had 2 receptions for 16 yards. He also hit Cannon 3 times for 20 yards, and Sylvie had 26 yards on the ground rushing for West Elk. So West Elk had the majority of the offense. On the other hand, St. Paul won't take long to talk about them, which is unusual, as effective as they've been at moving the ball up and down the field, scoring points earlier in the year. Not so tonight. Braven Bourne, the quarterback, senior, only had actually negative 10 yards rushing because of a couple long sacks, especially the one where he lost about 13 yards, really hurt his rushing stats. So minus 10 yards on the ground for Braven Bourne. He only got 9 yards passing, so not a good night so far for Braven. He got his bell rung a little bit on the one rollout play, too, having a rough time. So second half, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting Braven. Adam Albertini, like I said, with the 43-yard scamper for the touchdown, ended up with 48 on the first half stats so far. He only had 2 other carries, so 48 yards on 3 carries. Caleb Pekka picked up a pitch behind the line of scrimmage and had minus 2 yards. Brendan Doherty, the only receiver for St. Paul, had 9 yards receiving. Braven Bourne threw the ball 6 times, rushed for 4, and Albertini had 3 rushes and Pekka had 1, and that was about it for offense for St. Paul. So if you're not got the ball moving down the field, there's not many ways you're going to be able to score any points. In a game like this, you really need them.
Indians trail 28-16 here at halftime. Look for the Indians to get their offense back on track to start the second half. Keys to the second half to me is the Indians need to take control back to that line of scrimmage and go back to their ground game in their option and kind of sweeten that up with the play-action pass. That's where the Indians seem to work their best. It's one thing for West Elk to run that spread and put Miller just let him run with his feet. Bourne can do that somewhat himself, but the Indians really work good off that belly option. Carlson, really a no factor because the Indians had hardly any possessions. I don't know that Carlson hadn't carried.
Carlson hadn't carried the ball yet.
If he did, it was for short yardage. But either way, look for the Indians. Kind of seemed like the Indians got back on their heels a little bit and then was deep in their own possession and tried to run that spread passing game a little bit, and it didn't work, and a couple 3-and-outs and not too many possessions. So look for the Indians to get back on track here. Going to get the ball to start the second half well within reach. They just need to clean some things up, clean the penalties up, get back on track here. We're going to take one more 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with the second half. We'll be back with this 2-minute timeout. After this 2-minute timeout, let's St. Paul football on Hot 105.
Farmers Bank is a full-service bank with small-town personal attention. They know you by name and are always glad to help you out. Offering 24-hour ATM and 3 banking locations in St. Paul, Walnut, and Hepler, Farmers Bank, member FDIC, is proud to help support the success that a small community can achieve with teamwork and determination.
Richie's Drugstore in Erie has been serving the area since 1883 with a strong belief in providing customized care and doing more than just filling prescriptions. Pharmacist Morgan Bunton is now taking appointments for free consultations and sign-up assistance for Medicare Supplement Part D plans that fit your needs. Open enrollment begins October 15th and ends December 7th. Even if you're in a current plan, let Richie's help you determine if there's a better plan to cover your unique needs and prescriptions. Call, click, or stop by Richie's today.
The Exchange State Bank is proud to be a member of the St. Paul community. The Exchange State Bank has served the area since 1914 and is committed to go the distance for you. A full-service bank, they offer savings, checking accounts, loan certificates of deposit, and more. They also offer competitive rates on loans and investments, all while giving you the kind of personal service you won't find at bigger institutions. Visit with Bob Schonifer at Exchange State Bank in St. Paul, member FDIC, proud sponsor of the St. Paul Indians.
Jerry and Kevin Winter, along with the entire crew at KW Trucking, are proud to bring you this broadcast of the St. Paul Indians. KW Trucking specializes in heavy equipment and heavy truck repair, late model rebuilding, and body work from large trucks down to cars. They also have a full-service machine shop and a great selection of both used cars and trucks. See Jerry or Kevin at KW Trucking or call 449-2763.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports, Hot 105.
Oh, welcome back to Miles Field here in St. Paul, where the Indians trail 28-16 to West Elk here at halftime. A couple updates for you. Cross-country team had a great day racing at Pleasanton High School on Thursday. The weather was perfect, the course was challenging, and the times were awesome. J.C. Franklin medaled 4th place in her JV race. Kylie Kennedy ran very well and medaled 6th place, and Taylor O'Brien competed against 71 runners, came in 20th place with a time of 19:17. Excellent races by the 3 cross-country team runners. Next week, they begin the postseason with league meet back at Pleasanton, so make sure you go root on the cross-country team. As well as this week, a lot going on this week as far as athletics. High school volleyball quad out southeast starts at 5 p.m. St. Paul will play 3 matches in a row versus Frontenac, Columbus, and Southeast. And then junior high volleyball tournament at St. Paul starts at 4:30 on Monday. High school JV football at West Elk, 6 p.m. Tuesday, high school volleyball triangular at 5 at St. Paul. So if you want to catch a volleyball game in at St. Paul, go Tuesday night. The 12th, which is Thursday, junior high NBL tournament at Chitopa, I believe that is volleyball. Cross-country meet at Pleasanton that Coach Gard just gave us the update on. And then Friday, we traveled to Marmonton Valley for high school football.
Busy week coming up.
Busy week coming up as St. Paul trails here 28-16. Trail by 12. Mike, what's the Indians got to do here in the second half to get back in this game?
Well, I agree with exactly what you said before the break, Dan. They're just going to have to control the ball. For one thing, and go back to what they know and what they do best, and that's that belly option game. It's always been their bread and butter, and they run it really well, so we haven't seen much of it. The whole first half really was more of a passing game than what we normally see, and sometimes that's kind of a surprise, especially in the wet conditions, but that's what I would say, too, just like you did. They need to go back to what they know how to do best and what's got them to this point in the season, and that's that running game behind Adam Albertini and Colin Carlson and Braven Bourne with that option, because Braven does such a good job with that option fake And we really haven't seen that out of him. He's been dropped back and had a lot of pressure put on him in the pocket trying to throw the ball, and we haven't seen him be able to roll outside where he does his best work most of the time.
I want to give a shout-out again, Mike. Billy Brown listening up in Nebraska, going through his rehab up there. Good luck, Billy, up there. Keep working hard. There's a lot of stuff going on for Billy. Benefit, Casey Beef donated $200 beef bundle. I know they're selling raffle tickets here on tonight. They're going to give that away, I believe, in the third quarter here sometime tonight. So thank you to Billy Casey. Billy really wanted to thank everybody and all the support. There's also a golf tournament coming up for Billy on the 28th, Saturday the 28th. Registers by 9:30 a.m. tee time at 10. Get a hold of Craig Kirkpatrick if you want to sponsor holes. And Billy wants to thank everybody for helping him out and helping the family out. Billy, keep working hard up there.
Yeah, we're all proud of Billy for the progress he's made, and hopefully he's going to be back down here and back home before too long. But until then, we'll hopefully do our best to try and support him and at least let him know what's going on here with the Indians while they play football, and we'll look forward to seeing him when he gets back.
Indians out on the field for kickoff return here to start this second half as Adam Albertini stands back about the 7-yard line. So we need the Indians get off to a good start here. Everybody up for kickoff here. Our kickoff sponsor is Styles Fitness and More. And our halftime sponsor was brought to you by St. Paul Tire and Lube. We want to thank St. Paul Tire and Lube for sponsoring the halftime here as 28-16, Indians trail by 12. West Elk, Sylvie with the ball teed up. As second half, let's see how conditioning's come in, because the Indians have played 2 or 3 tough games along the way. West Elk, I don't know if they played into the second half or how long into the second half, but either way, see if conditioning is a factor, see if the Indians can control this football here to start this second half, and we are underway. Squib kick down the middle, taken off the ground by Pekka, 25. Up to the 30, 35. Nice return by Caleb Pekka up across the 36-yard line. Good field position for the Indians getting out of their own end zone.
Yeah, good start here for the second half. Now the offense, with decent field position, needs to get things rolling, put some points on the board here early, get themselves right back in this game.
First and 10 for the Indians. Ball sits on the 36-yard line. It's a good start field position for the Indians. Let's see if they can get something going on the ground. And they start out with Colin Carlson as a single back set. 2 receivers wide to the right is Albertini and Doherty. Carlson off the left hand. Nope, Bourne's going to keep it. Up the middle he goes, pushing for yardage is Bourne. Forward progress as they finally blow the whistle dead. He's going to gain 2 or 3 yards on the play.
Working hard trying to rip that ball out of there. Braven did a good job hanging on to it.
The belly option to the left-hand side. They wrap Carlson up. Bourne kept it. Put back up the middle. It's going to bring up second down. And call it 8 as the ball now sits at the 38-yard line. Just underway here in the third quarter, 28-16. Indians trail by 12. Gain of 2 on first down. Same set. Bourne, single back set to Carlson. 2 receivers wide to the right, Albertini and Doherty. Bourne's going to keep it off the left-hand side and miss tackle off that left-hand side, and Bourne gets wrapped up. No gain on the play. Good play by number 55, I believe. Helms. As that time the offensive line not doing their job. 55 coming in there from the deep end. 65. Going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Indians. So the Indians off to a sluggish start here to start this third quarter, trying to get the ground game going. Big 3rd down and 7 as the ball sits just shy of the 40 at the 39-yard line. Hutcherson up to the line of scrimmage. Bourne in the shotgun. Now the Indians are going to have to use a timeout because Fielders didn't know where to go.
Yeah, they got confusion there on maybe which play they were running or how to line up on it.
We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. This is St. Paul football on Hot 105.
Prairie Mission Retirement Village in St. Paul provides services to people in their retirement years. Prairie Mission meets a wide range of needs from healthcare to assisted living and independent living apartments to elderly daycare services, including transportation. With our 7 to 7 dining, residents get up when they desire, eat when and what they want, and continue to live a full and happy life. Your family deserves the best in retirement care, so give Prairie Mission Retirement Village a call today for more information at 620-449-2400. Or visit them at 242 Carroll Street in St. Paul.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports. Hot 105.
Welcome back to Miles Field. A big 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Indians on the opening possession of the second half. Indians really trying to get something to go on here on offense and unable to so far. Shotgun formation is Bourne. Nobody in the backfield with him. Doherty and Albertini wide right. Bourne's going to roll to his right, throws it late, and Doherty drops it, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 8 as Bourne's hit late, but no flag on the play as Bourne's knocked down about the 30-yard line.
Bourne's taking a beating in this game. He's really
a lot of pressure put on by West Elk. Indians offensive line needs to give him more time out there as he rolled out to his right. Unlike Miller, who has all day to throw it, is it's going to force the Indians into punt formation in the first possession of the second half. So not a good start by the Indians here to start this second half. Spillbush in punt formation. 10:22 left to go in the third. 28-16. Indians trail by 12. Good snap. And a good punt by Spillbush. Ball's going to bounce. Miller is going to let it go, and it's going to start about the 6-yard line. So nice job. Good punt coverage by the Indians. Good punt by Spillbush. And now the Indians defense need to really bow up here.
Well, if they could get some penetration here, Miller's been playing if he's in that shotgun, which he may not be this close to the goal line, but he's 5 or 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage to start out the play. So we'll see what they do that close to the goal line. But if the defensive line can get a little penetration this deep in their own territory, they may be able to make some things happen.
1st and 10 for West Elk. Ball set at their own 6-yard line. I formation, clear down on the other end of the football. Miller up under center. Here comes the snap. Hand off to the left-hand side. Cuts back to the middle. Got some running room. Going to be brought down hard, but not till it gets about the 10-yard line. So nice gain of 5, I believe, by Sylvie on the carry. He's going to bring up. They're going to give him about 4. Let's call it 2nd down and 6.
For the Patriots.
Patriots working on their own end. 2nd down and 6. High formation again. Miller up under center. Here comes the snap. Pitch this time to Sylvie around the left-hand side. Now he's going to be dragged down. Not much gain on the play. Maybe a gain of 1. Good lead blocking out there. Looked like he was going to have some room to run, but good job by the Indians. Looked like Albertini might have hustled over there. He's going to bring up 3rd down and call it 6. We're going to call that no gain on the play. Maybe a gain of a half a yard. So big 3rd down play coming up for the Indians here on a 3rd and 6 as the ball says 10-yard line. Now they're going to split 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Lone shotgun is Miller. Back to pass. Now Miller's going to roll to his right. Now he's going to pump fake, and it's going to be a 1st down, but he's brought down by Carlson, but not until he gets around that right hand in, and enough for a 1st down up to the 20-yard line.
Miller's awful effective on that rollout with that pump fake. He really gets him to pause and decide whether he's going to throw it or not.
1st and 10 as Miller gets him out of the jam again with his legs. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Ball at the 20-yard line. Indians had him 3rd and 6 at their own 10, right where they wanted him. Couldn't hold as he got around the right-hand end out of that shotgun formation with that spread. And they're going to go to the spread again. 2 receivers wide to the right. 1 to the left is Hurt. Miller in the shotgun. Motion from right to left. Sylvie with the end around this time. Got some running room. Pekka down there trying to wrap him up. He's still running hard. And he's going to have enough for another 1st down. Gets across the 35 up to the 36-yard line as it looks like maybe Miller bending over grabbing his toes. Maybe a little bit of a cramping situation for him. 1st and 10 for the 36 on a nice gain on 1st down as West Elk goes right back to work on offense. Indians can't get anything going on offense. West Elk starting deep in their own field position at their own 5 are already up to the 36-yard line. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation. Miller back there by himself. Now motion from right to left. High snap over Miller's head. Everybody runs to him, and he's going to rip down by Hutchinson. It's going to be they're going to call a horse collar. And, man, we begged for that last week when they had him by the back of the jersey and no call. And now this is going to be a call on Hutcherson. It's going to be a horse collar that gets West Elk out of a big jam.
Yeah, I don't know about that. He grabbed him up around the neck area, but
anytime you grab somebody up and around that area, that's a chance you take.
I guess it is.
And there's a difference between the jersey and the shoulder pads. It's going to be a personal foul against the Hutchersons. They had a bad snap. Indians had them right where they wanted them again, and another mistake made as the sneaky Miller tried to get out of there. Horse collar spot foul. It's going to be still going to be 1st down, but still going to be 1st and call it 6. Ball set at 40-yard line. Boy, that would have been a big play and pin them back there a little deeper. I formation now by pitch to Sylvia around the left-hand side. Sylvia dives forward. Going to be short of the first down, but just a yard or two short of the first down. Pekka up her with the tackle. 2nd and 1 for West Elk. Ball across midfield now down on the 36-yard line. 7:29 left to go in the third. 28-16. West Elk up by 12. I formation by West Elk. Hand off Sylvie, left-hand side. Got some running room. Going to have a first down as he crosses down to the 35-yard line. To the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Patriots as the ball down to the 30.
Patriots keeping the ball on the ground now. Going to play the clock game a little bit.
1st and 10 for the Patriots, ball at the 30. Indians really need to cause a turnover here and try to get something going on offense. The last 3 or 4 possessions on offense has been nothing but punts by the Indians. 1st and 10, the Patriots, ball set on the 30. I formation, Miller up under center. This time, Miller's going to keep it, rolls out to his left, throws late over the head and falls incomplete. Ball intended for... Can't really tell if the jersey's too muddy. I believe it might have been Sylvie, 24.
Can't tell.
I still can't tell. 2nd and 10, ball sits at the 30. You knew at some point they was going to run a play action out of that eye, and they just did. Rolled Miller out to his left. 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. Ball sits at the 30-yard line, 6:51 as it's stopped on the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 from the 30. For the Patriots. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation is Miller. Now motion from right to left. He's going to keep it. Ball's on the ground momentarily. Now Miller keeps it. Up the middle it goes. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. Touchdown. West Elk.
He's going to go.
Cade Miller, with his athleticism, breaks a couple tackles and gets in there for a West Elk touchdown.
Well, St. Paul going to have to do a better job tackling. Should have done the whole game, but there was a lot of arm tackling going on, too.
Indians need to get their head up, try to stay in this game, kind of all walking back to for pending the extra point. Been in a tough game before. Pending an extra point. Now the score is 34-16. West Elk up by 18. Hustle up the line of scrimmage, I formation, hand off to the right side this time, and Sylvie's going to get in there for the extra point as he's tackled by his own man. Hardly any contact off the right-hand side as the Indians give up the extra point, and the score goes out to 38-16. West Elk up by 20 with 6:43 left to go here in the third quarter. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout with St. Paul football on Hot 105.
Exchange Insurance Agency is a proud supporter of the St. Paul Indians. Give us a call, visit our website, or stop in to let us do the comparison shopping for you and get a free no-obligation quote. Offering all types of insurance, including auto, motorcycle, home, farm, crop, watercraft, life, and health, Medicare supplements, and all lines of commercial or business insurance. Serving the 4-state area since 1964, Exchange Insurance in St. Paul is here to provide you with what you need, want, and should expect from your insurance agency.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports. Hot 105.
Welcome back to Miles Field here in St. Paul, where the Indians trail 36-16. 6:43 left to go in the third quarter. Indians 3 and out on their first possession of the game. Punt down to West Elk 5-yard line. Flip field position, but West Elk methodically drove that football down, and on the back of Miller, they score and extend their lead. Since about halfway through the first quarter, it's been all West Elk. Adam Albertini with the return, 20 up to 25. Got some room. There he goes. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Adam Albertini. Just the shot in the arm that the Indians needed.
Yeah, if there was a time that could be better for that, I don't know what it is. That's exactly what they needed. It's gone from down in the dumps to some momentum now. St. Paul needs to keep the heat on.
36-22. Indians cut into that lead. If they could have just held them. Finally, Adam Albertini gets the Indians on the board. It's been a long time since the Indians did anything on offense or anything. That was a kickoff return taken back by Albertini from about the 10. Pinning the extra point. Warren goes in from the sideline. 36-22. 14-point game. Two receivers slot to the right is Doherty and Albertini. In the shotgun is Bourne. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to be wrapped up. That extra point's going to be no good. And now there's a flag on the play. I don't know what it's for.
You think they'd blow it?
It is a personal foul face mask against West Elk. It's going to be half the distance to the goal for the Indians.
Face mask called on the Patriots.
There really wasn't no sense in the face mask. They had Bourne wrapped up. Didn't blow the whistle forever.
I don't know how long they were going to let him drag him around. But
Indians' offensive line not doing the best job in the world blocking as a two slot receivers to the right that side, and it was just a quarterback keeper on the right side, but the offense, I think, hurt or someone got in there. Jerseys are getting so dirty, it's hard to see numbers for West Elk, but their defensive line's done a great job of getting in there, putting pressure on the Indians. Bourne comes up in the shotgun, same set. Two receivers slot to the right. Bourne in the shotgun. Low snap. He's going to keep it. Now there's a flag. He's going to get below dead, and that's going to be on the Indians. So here's what stinks about that, Mike. The ball was on the 3-yard line, and it's a personal foul face mask, a half distance to goal, and now it's a false start. Now we're further away than
we started. You're right.
Whenever they had a face mask penalty. And a personal foul face mask penalty at that. So now it's going to be extra point pending from the 8-yard line.
Here we go with the third try, maybe third time's a charm on this extra point.
7.5-yard line, I guess it is. Either way, Indians need 7.5 yards for this extra point. Cut into that 14-point lead by West Elk. Indians still in this ball game. Just got to make something happen on defense and get the offense rolling. 36-22. Indians down by 14. Doherty wide to the left this time. Bourne in the shotgun. Two slot receivers is Carlson and Albertini to the right. Shotgun snap. Bourne back to pass. Going to throw it high for Doherty. He goes up in the air. It's going to be knocked down. Guess by who? Cade Miller. Comes from the free safety and knocks that down. Extra point is no good. 36-22. West Elk leads by 14. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. This is St. Paul football on Hot 105.
St. Paul Tire and Lube, locally owned and operated, offers the small town convenience you love without the big city prices. They offer free pickup and drop off in St. Paul, so you're not left stranded while your vehicle is in the shop. They offer tire repair and also offer oil change and new tires. When you find yourself in need of new tires or an oil change and need to keep going, visit with St. Paul Tire and Lube, 620-449-2323. St. Paul Tire and Lube, proud supporters of the St. Paul Indians.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports, Hot 105.
So welcome back to Miles Field here in St. Paul, where the kickoff return by Adam Albertini has this game back within 14. Extra point was no good. Alejandro Mate teeing the ball up. Mate has the ball teed up as this kickoff sponsor is Styles Fitness and more. And here comes Alejandro's kick. High drive and kick. Going to be taken, and it's going to be a touchback into the end zone. Mate kicks that ball into the end zone, so it's going to be first and 10 for West Elk from their own 15-yard line. So the Indians defense, let's see if they can get a stop here. West Elk yet to punt in this game. I don't believe they have.
If they have, I don't remember it.
Indians have had them in a couple situations where third and long, but unable to stop Miller. Knew Miller was going to be a handful just looking at the yearly stats. Miller and Sylvia has the majority of their yards, and that's the way it's going to be tonight. High formation for West Elk. Miller up under center. Pitch to Sylvia around the left-hand side. Cuts back to the center of the field. Running hard. Brought down hard, but he's going to gain 4.5 yards. It's going to bring up second down and call it 6 for West Elk on a good first down run by Sylvia on the pitch. Joseph Hess comes in the game. Looks like going to play some nose guard in there for Joseph. Gives Anthony Albertini a break at the nose guard position. Second and call it 6. Ball sets about the 19-yard line. Two receivers wide to the left, two wide to the right. Miller in the shotgun. Motion by Sylvie, right to left. Miller's going to keep it. Tries the right-hand side. Now he puts a move on Hutcherson. Gets around him. Pekka's chasing him hard. He rolls him out of bounds, but not until he gets a first down. As Hutcherson unable to contain him as Miller puts the juke move on him and gets right around him. Miller,
he's probably as good a runner as we've seen this season, I'm going to say.
By about 3 times better than anybody we've seen. Oh, I guess he was short of the first down. Excuse me. I thought he had the first down. It's going to be 3rd down and 1, so big 3rd down play as the ball sets it to 24. Thought he was out about the 26, but he's out at the 24, so big 3rd down and 1 for the Indians here. Albertini back in the game at nose guard. I formation. Hand off to Sylvie. He's going to be punched up the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be held short. Good defensive stop by the Indians. See if West Elk will punt for the first time in the game, or see if they hustle up the line of scrimmage and go for it here quick. It's going to bring up 4th down, and the ball's not going to move, so it's going to be a 4th down and 1. Maybe lost the length of a football.
I think if I had a lead and Cade Miller in my backfield, I'd probably go for it right now.
At your own 24-yard line when you got a 14-point lead, Mike?
I think so.
And it's pretty gutsy, but but why not?
Why not?
We'll see. They're taking a long time in the huddle. The count's going to start happening here in just a little bit. And the count is on. See what they do here. They are lining up like they're going to go for it. Now they're going to call timeout. They was lining up in the I formation. So timeout, West Elk. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. You listen to St. Paul football on Hot 105.
Farmers Bank is a full-service bank with small-town personal attention. They know you by name and are always glad to help you out. Offering 24-hour ATM and free banking locations in St. Paul, Walnut, and Hepler, Farmers Bank, member FDIC, is proud to help support the success that a small community can achieve with teamwork and determination.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports. Hot 105.
Welcome back to Miles Field here in St. Paul, Kansas. Dan Vitt alongside Mike McCracken, 36-22. A big point of the game right here. The Indians have West Elk 4th and 1 at their own 24-yard line. See if West Elk, they call a timeout. See what West Elk tries to do here on 4th down.
St. Paul did a good job on defense that last play, clogging up the middle, keeping Silva with no gain. They're going to have to do it again here. Got Anthony Albertini back in at nose guard, Colin Carlson, and Kobe Spielbush at the linebacker positions.
They hustle up the line of scrimmage. They're going to go quick. Indians get up there quick, too. Watch for the hard count. Here comes the snap. Miller's going to keep it. Tries the left-hand side. He's going to have the first down as he backs his way across the 25 up to the 26-yard line as they're going to spot that ball and give him a first down. So a gutsy call by West Elk, giving them a first down on a 4th and 1. Good job by the defense. They just didn't get up there quick enough to put the stop on him. Miller backed his way by about a half yard past that first down marker. 1st and 10, West Elk. Ball sets at the 26-yard line. 4:18 left to go in the 3rd. Indian really need to cause a turnover or make something happen here on defense. Try to get some momentum in this game, a little energy back in their step. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Miller in the shotgun. Motion from right to left, Sylvie. And that time it is going to be a delay of game. Mark Veneman was the winner of the beef bundle from KC Beef on the Billy Brown fundraiser. Congratulations, Mark Veneman. As Colin Carlson comes to the sideline for some instructions from Coach Watrick. It's going to be 1st and 15. Backs him up to the 20-yard line.
1st and 15 after the penalty.
4:01 left to go in the 3rd. 36-22. Indians trail by 14.
About 4 minutes.
We need a 16-0 run here in the last quarter and 4 minutes, Mike. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left. Sylvie set in the shotgun next to Miller. Shotgun snap. Miller back, looking. Now he's going to get around Pullman. Pullman tries to come late, and it's going to be basketball incomplete to Hurt. And Miller had him there. Hurt just couldn't reel it in. Ball falls harmlessly incomplete. Man. He's just hard to get a handle on.
And he's so patient back there. He watches the whole field. He sees where all the receivers are at. He doesn't panic. Just a really good quarterback.
2nd and 15 from their own 20 as Bravenborn comes back into the game for the Indians. Second 15, 3:35 left to go in the 3rd, 36-22. Ball set at 20-yard line. 1 receiver right and left. Miller in the shotgun. Option Now he's going to look deep off the left-hand side. Albertini is going to get
they're going to throw a flag.
6-yard penalty on Sylvia after the play-action pass. All he had to do was turn his head around and run with him, but Sylvia got a little bit behind him, and Albertini didn't turn around. So on the 2nd and 15, it's going to be a defensive pass interference on Albertini. Every time the Indians get West Elk in a position where they can maybe do something, have some sort of penalty that, Adam was beat by a couple of yards, but if he just turned around and looked back for the football, they may not have called that. So it's going to be a automatic first down for West Elk as the ball now sits at the 35-yard line. High formation. Hard count. Miller, Sylvia, left-hand side, hits the line of scrimmage. He's going to be knocked down for a couple. No, that wasn't Sylvia. I think that was 29 that time, Mike. That was Johnson on the carry that time. And now there's an Indian down on the play. I'm sure, is that Bravenborn maybe?
Could be. He cramped up down there, got his leg up in the air.
Nope, it's Kobe Spielbush is down, linebacker. He hops back up. He's going to have to come out for a play, I believe. He tries to walk it up. 2nd down and 11, a loss of 1 on the play. Keith Kennedy comes into the game from the sideline for the Indians.
It'll be a loss of about 3 yards on the 2nd and 12 for the Patriots.
2nd and called 11. Ball sits at the 34-yard line.
All right.
We want 3:15 back on the clock.
3:15 left to go in the third. 2nd and 11 as they get the clock set. Now it's set. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left. Miller set in the shotgun. Ball sets at the 34-yard line. Here's the shotgun snap. Motion from right to left, Sylvie. Hand off Sylvie around the left-hand side. Looking for some running room. Pullman cuts him down. Good job by Hunter Pullman fighting off that block. Cuts him down after a 2 or 3 yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Patriots.
It seems like the Patriots have passed the ball a lot, but really most of their effectiveness has been on the ground. Carried the ball, 24.
They do a good job of running out of that play-action pass. 2 receivers wide to the left, 2 to the right. Miller is a single back set in the shotgun. Here's a snap, bad snap, but he reels it in somehow. Now he spins away on a heck of a move, throws it late, has a receiver out there. I tell you what, he's just too hard to get a hold of. Grant Hutcherson was back there in the backfield, and he spun away from him, made him look like he was standing in concrete. And it's going to be good for a Patriot. First down is now the ball's crossed 35 to the 34-yard line. Just hard to get a good clean hit on him, as shifty as he is. Hutcherson comes out of the game for a breather as Easton Dent goes in.
First down for the Patriots.
1st and 10 for the Patriots, ball at the 34-yard line. 2:28 left to go in the third, 36-22. Patriots up by 14. A hustle up to the line of scrimmage. I formation. Here's a snap. Pitch around this side to the Sylvia. Indians trying to, now there's a flag comes in. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. 2 flags come in. Back in the holding range. Holding against the Patriots. They're going to back them up 10 yards. And the Indians will take that, so it'll replay. Spot foul. Flag was sitting at the 35-yard line, so it'll be a 1st and 21 for the Patriots when they mark this 10-yard penalty off. 2:22 left to go in the third, 36-22. Plenty of time left to go in this game, but the Indians have to start holding the Patriots on defense at some point or get a turnover.
Yeah, they're going to have to get things moving quickly now. The clock is definitely in the favor of West Elk, and they're taking full advantage of it, though.
A lot of time left, but the Patriots are really burning it on offense. Indians' defense has been on the field a lot tonight. Shotgun formation, Miller, another bad snap. Now Miller's going to roll to his right, another flag, and Miller's going to be knocked out of bounds. You may want to think about declining this penalty. I'm not sure if you do or not. Now that Whitehatter's turn around talking. I'm not sure who he's talking to, but
I think he's trying to
foul. Shot block against the Patriots. It'll either be 2nd and 20 or 1st and 30. See what Coach Wattrick elects to do here. Grant Hutcherson back in the game for Easton Dent. They're going to take the flag. See if the Indians trying to keep trying to get some fresh legs in there. Easton Dent coming back in the game this time for Pullman, kind of alternating at defensive end, giving Hutcherson a blow and then Pullman a blow. They've played a lot on defense. Spielberg's still on the sideline here trying to get stretched out.
What do you think, Dan? First and about 35?
First and about 35, but that really doesn't mean much.
No, not against this team.
2 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left. Back to pass is Miller. Miller's going to throw it deep. Got a man back there and overthrows him. Ball falls harmlessly incomplete. There's just absolutely no pressure on Miller back there. And when we do get pressure, this is no offense to the D lineman or whoever's there, but he just spins away and he's so shifty they can't corral him.
Well, if they don't have him with both hands on your shoulder pads, he's not going down. That's just the way it is.
2nd and 35. Ball sits back at the 20-yard line with 2:11 left to go in the third. They need to get all the way to their own 24-yard line for a first down. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left. Miller in the shotgun. Sylvie set to his left. They try to run the option. Now he's going to stay to his right. And good job by Hutcherson that time. Drags him down by the back of the jersey. Good job by Hutcherson. Gets his hands on him finally. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and a mile.
Kept him down low, too, that time.
As looked like almost a little bit of a botched snap. Looked like they was trying to run the option to the left, but Miller, the snap went to his right. He had to retrieve it. Then he just went around that right-hand side. 3rd down and 35. Indians need to stop badly here. 1:37 left to go here in the third. 2 receivers wide to the left, 2 wide to the right. Miller in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Miller looks to throw it, throws it across the middle, and it falls incomplete. And it's going to bring up 4th and 35, so we may actually
get to see a punt.
Get to see punt by West Elk here. Let's see what happens here. Indians trail 36-22, trail by 14. Indians got plenty of time to get back in this game. Need to get their heads up. Good defensive stand that time by the Indians are going to force Sylvie into punt formation. First time tonight. Let's see if we can flip some field position. High snap. Sylvie gets it. Nice punt. End over end. It's going to be picked up by Albertini about the 20. Gets around the left-hand side. Tries to get around him. He does. Got some running room. Now there's a flag all the way down here on this side. Albertini's going to run in for the touchdown.
Maybe coming back.
It's coming back. And then Albertini gets away from everybody and punt return, and the Indians all with their hands on their hips. Back at the 30-yard line is a block in the back, probably. 2 flags came in as Albertini with some running room around the left-hand side. And it is blocking the back, and it's a tough break. Albertini with a heck of a run. Albertini needs a blow now after running all that way for nothing. Either way, Indians got a chance here into the game. It was 1st and 10 for the Indians.
That's as many penalties on the Indians as I've seen them. And I can't remember how long. That's
one thing about it. Keaton Kennedy come in there with some fresh legs. 1st and 10 for the Indians from their own 20-yard line. Irregardless, they held them, made them punt. So now we just need to drive the ball down and score here. Cut into this 14-point lead. 1:04 left to go here in the third quarter. Take care of the football down here at the 20-yard line. Muddy into the field again. I formation by the Indians. Here comes the snap. Hand off to Kennedy. Got a little bit of running room. Cuts back. Gets away from a couple guys. Good hard run. Hit hard by Miller, though. Miller and somebody else on that play, but not until he gained 5. So good hard run by Keaton Kennedy. Is now Gib Carter comes into the game. A lot of subs coming in the game for the Indians. Albertini comes out. Kenny Haney comes out. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on.
Anthony Albertini knows he's supposed to be up and have to cost him a timeout.
Another timeout called by Coach Wattrick. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to St. Paul football on Hot 105.
Richie's Drugstore in Erie has been serving the area since 1883 with a strong belief in providing customized care and doing more than just filling prescriptions. Pharmacist Morgan Bunton is now taking appointments for free consultations and sign-up assistance for Medicare Supplement Part D plans that fit your needs. Open enrollment begins October 15th and ends December 7th. Even if you're in a current plan, let Richie's help you determine if there's a better plan to cover your unique needs and prescriptions. Call, click, or stop by Richie's today.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports. Hot 105.
Well, welcome back to Miles Field here in St. Paul. 36-22. Indians trail by 14. 35 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Indians with possession of the ball. 2nd and 5 from their own 25-yard line.
Indians need to get moving here now.
Hutcherson up with a football. I formation. Bourne up under center. Here comes the snap. Handoff off the right side. Keith Kennedy, good hard run. Going to be close to the first down. He's going to be right at the marker. Good job by Kennedy. There's your fresh leg.
Well, you can tell the difference, too. He hit that hole hard.
Tackles happen to be made by the free safety. Now they're going to call it short. Where's the nose of that football, Mike?
It's right at the line, and so is the marker. Well, the marker just passed.
I guess we didn't start exactly on line. I thought we started at 15, so 3rd and less than a yard. Split back formation this time. Bourne up under center. Here comes the snap. Handoff left side. Carlson.
I don't think he got it.
I don't think he got it either. Carlson on the left side. Penetration by the D line that time. Going to bring up 4th and less than a foot. At the end of the third quarter. So at the end of the third quarter, the score is 36-22. The Indians trail by 14. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout with St. Paul football on Hot 105.
The Exchange State Bank is proud to be a member of the St. Paul community. The Exchange State Bank has served the area since 1914 and is committed to go the distance for you. A full-service bank, they offer savings, checking accounts, loan certificates of deposit, and more. They also offer competitive rates on loans and investments, all while giving you the kind of personal service you won't find at bigger institutions. Visit with Bob Schonifer at Exchange State Bank in St. Paul, member FDIC, proud sponsor of the St. Paul Indians.
Jerry and Kevin Winter, along with the entire crew at KW Trucking, are proud to bring you this broadcast of the St. Paul Indians. KW Trucking specializes in heavy equipment and heavy truck repair, late model rebuilding, and body work from large trucks down to cars. They also have a full-service machine shop and a great selection of both used cars and trucks. See Jerry or Kevin at KW Trucking or call 449-2763.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports. Hot 105.
Well, welcome back to Miles Field. 4th and less and a yard. A foot to go is Bourne with the football. Now he runs the right-hand side. Get a first down. Held up, but not until after he gets a nice 2 or 3 yard gain on first down. Finally blow him dead. So good job on the quarterback sneak off the right-hand side. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Indians trail 36-22. First down by the Indians. Gives them the ball at the 34-yard line.
Good 8-man district football game here going on.
Albertini comes back into the game, as well as Bourne comes from the sideline with the play. 1st and 10. Ball sets at the 34-yard line. Indians drastically lead a good drive here on offense. Try to cut into this 14-point lead. I formation. Carlson at fullback. Albertini at tailback. Here's the snap. Back rolls out to his right is Bourne, and he's going to be wrapped up and swallowed up and sacked for a 8-yard loss as he had nowhere to go. As Carlson was running free around the left-hand side, but Bourne had no time at all to throw.
No protection. The line's just not keeping him out at all.
Going to bring up 2nd and 17, 2nd and 20 nearly. I don't know who's getting in there so quick, but we are not sustaining our block at the line of scrimmage to give Bourne any time at all, and they are not biting on that play-action pass. 2nd and 20. Ball sits now back at the 29-yard line. Here's the snap. It's going to be a quick throw off to Albertini. He's got a little running room. Good job by Albertini getting positive yards back, and he's knocked out of bounds, but not until he gains about 12 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. Good job by Albertini on the little quick throw off to the left-hand side.
He's going to be forced out of bounds. After gaining about 8, or 3rd and 8 for the Indians.
3rd and 8 for the Indians. Big 3rd down play here. Ball sits across the 35, back up to 37. At least a manageable 3rd and 8 here. See what Coach Watrick dials up. See if the O-line can give Bourne a little bit of time to throw it. I formation. See if they actually run out of play action here. Nope, it's going to be a pitch to Albertini. Cuts back to the middle of the football field. He's going to be wrapped up. Nope, he stays on his feet. Good hard run, but he's going to lose a yard. Heck of a run by Albertini. See what Coach Watrick does here on 4th down and 9. I don't know what I would do. I think I'd punt it down to the muddy end of the field, try to pin him back there. It's ball sits at your own 35-yard line.
As fast as that defensive line is able to penetrate, you just can't hardly go for it with this long 4th and 9.
Doherty comes in the game, so I think they are going to go for it as Albertini stays in the game. 4th and 9. They need to hurry up. They're going to run a play here on the 4th and 9. 9:37 left to go in the game. Indians trail by 14, and they are going to go for it, but they're going to have to hustle up there as the crowd's going to be on. Bourne and Albertini, 3 receivers split wide to the left. Here's a snap, low snap, quick throw out to Doherty. Doherty trying to find some running room, got nowhere to go, and he's going to be swallowed up. No gain on the play. It's going to be a turnover on down, so the defense is going to have to step up and make a play here.
Yep, up to the defense now. 9:19 left to go in the game.
That's going to be a turnover on down.
Indians just unable to get anything going on offense. This West Elk defense has really swallowed them up since midway through the first quarter.
Yeah, they
have. The only points we've got on the board is the Albertini kick return, and then Albertini had a punt return that got called back by a clip. Indians just can't get anything going. Miller in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Rolls to his right. Going to run it off the right side. He's got room. He's going to be tackled out of bounds, but not until he gets about an 8-yard gain off the right-hand side. Colin Carlson brings him down, knocks him out of bounds. Guess it stays in bounds. 9 minutes left to go in the game. Indians really need to force a turnover. 2nd and 2 for the Patriots. Ball at the 32. Nope, 27, excuse me.
Kind of hard to see the line markers.
I formation, Miller up under center. Hand off Sylvie, right-hand side. So we got a little running room, going to have first down. They need to strip the ball away from him. He's going to be driven backwards, but I think he's going to have a first down as he gets past the marker. 8:37 left to go in the game. Indians really need to make something happen here on defense. Clock's working against him now. Hard-fought football game here tonight.
Well, they're going to be wore out after this one either way. But
on the back of Caden Miller, West Elk still just playing hard. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Ball sits just inside the 25-yard line. I formation. Miller up under center. Here's the snap. That time, Sylvia falls down, and Miller just keeps it around the right-hand side and going to gain about 8 or 9 yards on a busted play as Sylvia was trying to rip to the left, just fell down right in the backfield, and Miller just kept it, went around the right side, and gained 7 yards.
Miller making something out of nothing again. Wet field not slowing him down a bit.
2nd down and 3. Ball now sets at the 16-yard line. 7:50 left to go in the game. I formation, Miller up under center. 2nd and 3. Here comes the snap. Hand off to Sylvie, right side. He's got some running room up the middle. Hit hard again, but he's going to gain 2 or 3 yards. Going to be awful close to a first down. One thing about it, Sylvie keeps running hard. Big running back, lot to bring down. It's going to bring 3rd down and short, less than a yard, as the ball's now spot inside the 15-yard line. 3rd and less than a yard. 7:19 left to go in the game. 36-22. West Elk up by 14. I formation. Miller up under center. Here's the snap. Miller's just going to keep it off the right side. He's going to be real close to a first down. I believe he got it, and it is a first down. Caden Miller. So it's going to be 1st and 10. Ball sits inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. 7:03 left to go in the game. 36-22. Indians need to force a turnover here. West Elk taking all the time they can here with a 14-point lead as the clock's running. The clock is their friend. Miller comes up under center. I formation. Sylvia at tailback. And I'll pitch around the left-hand side. Going to be cut down in there by Braven Bourne. Good job by Bourne cutting him down for a 1 or 2 yard loss, maybe a 3-yard loss. Going to bring up 2nd and 13. Braven Bourne have to take some chances now. Indians going to have to be careful off the play action.
Well, that's the thing.
They have no choice but to try to make something happen here with 6 minutes left to go in this game with West Elk leading by 14.
Yeah, you got to start shooting in there, but it is a gamble.
2nd and 13. Ball now set about the 17-yard line. Shotgun formation by Miller. 3 bunch receivers to the right. He's going to roll out that way, trying to look for some room. He's going to be brought down hard by the Indians after he gains 2 or 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and 9 as the ball back inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Pretty good job containing by the defense that time. Had those 3 receivers out there with extra blockers on the right side. Kate Miller just took in behind them. So good job by the St. Paul defense.
3rd and 9, ball sits at the 14-yard line, 14-point lead for West Elk. 2 receivers wide to the right, 2 to the left. Miller in the shotgun all by himself. Here's a snap. He's going to roll up the middle. He's going to spin away and going to be finally brought down by Albertini. Hutcherson hitting first, I believe, or Carlson maybe. Carlson did hit him, kind of spun him around, didn't bring him down, but Albertini able to get his hand in there and trip him. It's going to bring. Wasn't that 3rd down, Mike?
That was 3rd down.
So it should be
4th down.
Should be 4th down and should be 4th and 10. The ball sits at the 15-yard line. 4:51 left to go in the game. See if the Indians can hold here on defense. Miller in the shotgun. 3 receivers slot to the left this time. That's got to be a motion.
Yeah,
now the flag comes in late. Miller took off before the snap.
You know, he did that a little bit earlier, but it was awful close to the snap, and that time was just far enough out that they got the call.
4th and 16 after the penalty for 4th.
5-yard penalty, bring up 4th and 16. That'll back it up to 20-yard line. 4:39, clock stopped with the penalty. 36-22, West Elk up by 14.
Miller got a little hop in his step about the time he's given the signal to snap the ball, and I think he just picked his foot up a little bit.
4th and 16, ball sets at the 20-yard line. Miller in the shotgun, same set, 3 receivers slot to his left. He's going to roll out this way, end around. It's going to be a halfback pass. Looking to pass. It's Sylvie being chased back there. Hunter Pullman misses him. It's 4th down, and he's going to be short, well short. So good job by the defense to bring him down well short. A little sneak play there. Faked the end, or ran the end around, and then Sylvie was going to halfback pass it. But that'll be a turnover on downs. 4:21 left to go in the game. Oh, blocking it back. I didn't even see a flag. Indians will decline that, I assume, and take the football. Indians do decline it, take the football, be 1st and 10 for the Indians, 15-yard line. The Indians need to score quick here, and maybe an onside kick.
Got 4 minutes and 21 seconds left and 14 points. That's a tall order against this defense.
Indians unable to move the football at all since about midway through the first quarter. Shotgun formation by Bourne. Carlson set to his right. 2 receivers wide left is Albertini and Doherty. Bourne with the shotgun snap. He's going to run the ball to the right side, but he's going to be brought down quick. As nowhere to go for him. 2nd down and 9.
By number 81, Andrew Hurt.
Andrew Hurt comes in from the DN position. I don't know how he's getting in there so quick, but them guys are doing a good job of fighting off blocks and getting in there. Shotgun formation by Bourne. 2 receivers wide to the left. Bourne back to pass. He better run or throw it. Now he's going to throw it late. It's going to be knocked down by the Patriots. Ball falls incomplete. It's going to bring 3rd down and 9 for the Indians.
You know, that passing game is a good idea if you've got time, but there has not been time at all in this game for Brave and Bourne back there trying to throw the ball.
3rd and 9 for the Indians.
3:53 left to go in the game. 36-22. Indians trail by 14. 3rd and 9. Doherty splits wide to the left as well as Albertini. Bourne in the shotgun. Carlson set to his right. Low snap. Bourne back to pass. He's going to throw it down the middle. Has Albertini. Albertini catches it. Miller just a beat. Tries to put the move on him. Miller rips him down by the jersey. No flag that time. Good catch by Albertini right down the middle of the field. 1st and 10 for the Indians. Ball sits at 25. Need to get up to the line of scrimmage and call a play quick before the clock starts. 2 receivers wide to the left. Shotgun formation is Bourne. Carlson set to his right. Here comes the snap. Low snap. And the ball's on the ground, but Carlson reels it in. Bad handoff that time.
Fumble on the play.
2nd down and 10. The clock's running. 3:31. The Indians need to hustle here. They don't have all day.
Well, that play, Adam Albertini all by himself. All he has one man to beat. As far as he wasn't able to juke himself around, but it was Miller.
You can't juke yourself around the juker. Shotgun snap, good snap this time. Carlson off the left-hand side of the line. Got a little bit of running room. Oh, cut down by the ankle by guess who? Cade Miller. We got a West Elk Patriot down, which will help the Indians, actually. If they stop it, they should stop it because he was down on the ground. 3 minutes left to go. 3rd down and 5. Bourne comes back in. They huddle up. They need to hustle up. 3rd down and 5. Ball sets it to 20. Ball is spotted. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers wide to the right. Here comes the shotgun snap. Low snap. Bourne's got it. Rolls out to his right. Throws it across the middle. Knocked down. Falls incomplete. Not too bad. 4th down and 5 here. Indians down to a 4th and 5 from the ball at the 20. 2:38 left to go in the game. 36-22 is the score. West Elk up by 14. Bourne looking for Albertini across the middle of the field. Knocked down there. 4th and 5. So the Indians, to keep this drive alive, got to get down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, big 4th down here. Need 5 yards to keep themselves in this game.
2 receivers wide to the right. Shotgun is Bourne. Good snap this time. Bourne back to pass again. Across the middle. Looks for Albertini. A lot of contact. No flag on the play. Ball falls incomplete. Going to be 1st and 10 for West Elk, as they're going to take over and downs at their own 20-yard line. 2:32 left to go in the game. Indians trail 36-22.
Albertini was wanting to call there. I don't know if he thought the Patriot defender was hanging on to his jersey as he came across the middle. But
1st and 10 for the Patriots. Ball sets at the 20-yard line with 2:32. So look for them just to try to take care of the football down here on the muddy end of the field. I formation. Miller up under center. Hands it off to Sylvie, right side. He gains about 3 or 4 yards as the clock continues to run. I think the Indians only down to 1 timeout. Second, he gains about 2 on the play. I call it 2nd down and 8 as the ball now sits at just across the 22-yard line, and they're taking their time in the huddle as well. They should, with 2:07 left to go in the ball game, leading by 14. 3 receivers to the right in the slot. Miller in the shotgun. He's wait for the count. The count is on. Here comes the shotgun snap. Pretty gutsy with shotgun snap on the muddy end of the field. Good snap. Miller going to run to his right, cuts back to his left, and he's going to be short of the 1st down. About 2 yards short. Brought down there by Colin Carlson. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2.
Clock down to 1:35 now.
Ball at the 28-yard line. Call it 3rd and a long 2. 1:29 left to go in the game. Indians trail by 14. West Elk with the football. Indians just with 1 timeout. Had to burn a couple timeouts early in the 3rd quarter. I formation. Miller up under center. Now the count's on. Now he's going to get up under center. Here comes the snap. Hand off to the right. And going to be cut down short of the 1st down is Silva. They're going to spot him short as the Indians are going to call a timeout. With that, we'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to St. Paul Indian Football on Hot 105.
Prairie Mission Retirement Village in St. Paul provides services to people in their retirement years. Prairie Mission meets a wide range of needs from healthcare to assisted living and independent living apartments to elderly daycare services, including transportation. With our 7 to 7 dining, residents get up when they desire, eat when and what they want, and continue to live a full and happy life. Your family deserves the best in retirement care, so give Prairie Mission Retirement Village a call today for more information at 620-449-2400. Or visit them at 242 Carroll Street in St. Paul.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports. Hot 105.
Welcome back to Miles Field as St. Paul looks to be in trouble with 1:07 left to go, trailing by 14 on a 4th and 1 here with West Elk with the football. Indians look to fall to 5-1 and 1-1 in district play with Moran, Southern Coffee County, and Sedan all coming up on the schedule. So the Indians invariably will have to win out here. If they lose this football game, like it appears they are in jeopardy to do.
Stranger things have happened.
They better start happening. High formation, Miller up under center. Ooh, he reached for his flag, and then he didn't throw it.
They called this
4th and 1. Because now Miller, why is not... Now Sylvie off the right-hand side, and he's going to have first down. As the coaches celebrate on West Elk's sideline, as West Elk will get their revenge over St. Paul. St. Paul went to West Elk last year and won in a hard-fought football game. And now it appears as though St. Paul will come up on the short end of the stick here at home on homecoming. On the back of Cade Miller did West Elk ride, and he is one heck of a football player.
Yeah, you got to give them a lot of credit.
Conditioning did not turn out to be a factor.
No, not for Cade Miller for sure.
Miller, a heck of an athlete, just give the Indians all kinds of fit. 43 seconds now. They're going to take a knee, and the Indians will let them take a knee. A lot of class shown by the Indians there. And that's going to be your ball game, folks. They may have to snap it one more time, but the final score is going to be 36-22. West Elk is going to win by 14. It's going to move West Elk into the driver's seat in district play, and the Indians are going to have to come back and win the rest of the ball game. That is the final score, 36-22. West Elk wins by 14. Indians with their first loss of the season. Going to have to rebound next week with a tough road game against Marmaton Valley. We'll be back with our post-game show. Our post-game sponsor is KW Trucking, and our player of the game sponsor will be D-Rail Commodity. Mike and I will have to discuss player of the game here. And final score is 36-22. West Elk comes out ahead of St. Paul by 14. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout for St. Paul football on Hot 105.
Exchange Insurance Agency is a proud supporter of the St. Paul Indians. Give us a call, visit our website, or stop in to let us do the comparison shopping for you and get a free no-obligation quote. Offering all types of insurance, including auto, motorcycle, home, farm, crop, watercraft, life, and health, Medicare supplements, and all lines of commercial or business insurance. Serving the four-state area since 1964, Exchange Insurance in St. Paul is here to provide you with what you need, want, and should expect from your insurance agency.
St. Paul Tire and Lube, locally owned and operated, offers the small town convenience you love without the big city prices. They offer free pickup and drop-off in St. Paul, so you're not left stranded while your vehicle is in the shop. They offer tire repair and also offer oil change and new tires. When you find yourself in need of new tires or an oil change and need to keep going, visit with St. Paul Tire and Lube, 620-449-2323. St. Paul Tire and Lube, proud supporters of the St. Paul Indians.
Farmers Bank is a full-service bank with small-town personal attention. They know you by name and are always glad to help you out. Offering 24-hour ATM and 3 banking locations in St. Paul, Walnut, and Hepler, Farmers Bank, member FDIC, is proud to help support the success that a small community can achieve with teamwork and determination.
Richie's Drugstore in Erie has been serving the area since 1883 with a strong belief in providing customized care and doing more than just filling prescriptions. Pharmacist Morgan Bunton is now taking appointments for free consultations and sign-up assistance for Medicare Supplement Part D plans that fit your needs. Open enrollment begins October 15th and ends December 7th. Even if you're in a current plan, let Richie's help you determine if there's a better plan to cover your unique needs and prescriptions. Call, click, or stop by Richie's today.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports, Hot 105.
So welcome back to Miles Field here in St. Paul, where St. Paul comes up on the short end of their second district game to a West Elk, very good West Elk Patriot team. They lose 36-22 in a hard-fought ball game here tonight, Mike.
Yeah, hard-fought game by both teams, and West Elk just too much for the Indians tonight. St. Paul defense been strong all year and just couldn't hold up to the pressure tonight put on by Cade Miller, who had 204 yards on 31 carries. Really put on a show tonight, and a lot of credit goes to him. He's a really good athlete and a really good quarterback. I think you'll see more of him probably in the future from what we could see here, but he's just too much for St. Paul. And then, they got a little bit down, had some turnovers, some penalties. Just things didn't go their way tonight. It's too bad since it's homecoming, too.
Hard-fought football game. The Indians need to keep their head up because 2 teams out of each district goes. There's 3 district games left, so Indians just need to come out on the 2-seed side here, or else hope West Elk gets tripped up somewhere along the way. But either way, hard-fought ball game. Need to keep their head up. They didn't quit. They kept playing hard. Just had struggled at times. Really struggled since midway through the first quarter, getting their offense on track at all. probably the worst performance of the offensive line I've seen all year long, Mike.
Yeah, the offensive line.
I don't want to blame it on them.
Well, I'm not blaming it on them either, that they just didn't have anything for that front 4 or 3, whatever they were running. I think they were running 3-man front was West Elk, and the St. Paul offensive line just couldn't keep them out. They were quick and they were strong, and they just didn't give Bravenborn any time to try to throw the ball, which St. Paul did a lot of that, tried to throw the ball quite a bit and just weren't having any luck because he didn't have time. He had to roll out a lot, took a couple of real hard hits, and really got beat up on pretty good. So, a lot of credit goes to West Elk and their defensive line for putting the pressure on. They just played an all-around good football game tonight.
Colin Carlson pretty much a non-factor in the game. Very few carries by him, and he's kind of been a good weapon all year long. Not very many carries. Well, a few carries by Adam Albertini and Keaton Kennedy, but not too much of that belly option. When they did run the option once and got around the right-hand side, Albertini scored there on the second or third possession of the game. But about halfway through the first quarter of that game, West Elk kind of took control defensively and never did really relent. The Indians' defense played pretty well at times, had West Elk on their heels as far as making them drive down the field. It wasn't like it was a track meet once the game the defense got settled in, but West Elk Indians shot themselves in the foot a few times with some bad penalties on 3rd and long or 3rd and short or whatever the case may be. But irregardless, good football game put together by the Indians. I want to thank everybody for joining us for post-game sponsor for our KW Trucking post-game show. Player of the game, Mike?
I think my player of the game is going to have to be Adam Albertini. He was the bright spot on St. Paul as far as the scoring when he had the 70-yard kickoff return for a touchdown, also a 43-yard touchdown run, and another punt return that was called back. So I think Adam Albertini is going to be my player of the game for DRL Commodity Player of the Game.
Me too. I have to agree. Adam, had a punt return called back. Adam played pretty well tonight for what very little offense the Indians got going. We're going to take another short break. When we come back from that break, we're going to talk about what's coming up for the future as far as district play with the Indians. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul Football on Hot 105.
Farmers Bank is a full-service bank with small-town personal attention. They know you by name and are always glad to help you out. Offering 24-hour ATM and 3 banking locations in St. Paul, Walnut, and Hepler, Farmers Bank, member FDIC, is proud to help support the success that a small community can achieve with teamwork and determination.
Richie's Drugstore in Erie has been serving the area since 1883 with a strong belief in providing customized care and doing more than just filling prescriptions. Pharmacist Morgan Bunton is now taking appointments for free consultations and sign-up assistance for Medicare Supplement Part D plans that fit your needs. Open enrollment begins October 15th and ends December 7th. Even if you're in a current plan, let Richie's help you determine if there's a better plan to cover your unique needs and prescriptions. Call, click, or stop by Richie's today.
Let's get back to the game on your home for St. Paul Indian Sports. Hot 105.
Well, welcome back to Miles Field here in St. Paul. Dan Vid alongside Mike McCracken, closing the post-game show, brought to you by KW Trucking here. And the player of the game sponsored D-Rail Commodity. Our player of the game was Adam Albertini. And St. Paul comes in on the short end of the stick here tonight, 36-22. Nothing to really hang their head about, Mike, but they're going to have to clean some things up this week. At practice, penalties, and try to get the offense back on track.
Yeah, penalties and mental mistakes are going to be the key. They're going to have to, bounce back after this. It's a tough loss, especially on homecoming, but it's in the past. You got to keep looking forward and look forward to the next game now that this one's over. So it's up to St. Paul to bounce back. Be a mental game too now. They'll just have to not let it get in their heads. They've still got a chance to make the playoffs, and they need to take advantage of that.
You bet. Indians need to keep their head up. Got a good chance. They just need to run the table the rest of the way out. They have Marmaton Valley next week at Marmaton Valley on the road. Not sure where we're going to do the game, Mike.
Yeah, I saw the press box burned up. We may have to stand out in the cold if it's cold next week.
There was a fire in the press box right before the game last Friday. They were able to get their game in, but irregardless, we'll travel up to Moran and play Marmaton Valley. Marmaton Valley much improved, 5-0 coming in tonight. I think they had Madison tonight, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. And then senior night will be the next Friday after that. I believe it's the 20th. Quote me, is that right?
I think that is
on the
right.
20th, and it'll be Southern Coffee County comes to town, and then we finish up on the road at Sedan. So the Indians look to close out the season and try to make the playoffs for the third year in a row here. And final score here is 36-22. Indians lose this ball game. We want to make sure everybody joins us next week at Moran. I want to thank Anna back in the studio. Remember you that this
Anna's
week,
been
right?
taking care of us all season. We appreciate
a real good job back there, Anna. Thanks a lot. Make sure you join us next week. You've been listening to St. Paul football on Hot 105.
Good evening, St. Paul Indian fans. It's time for Indian football here on Hot 105. Tonight's game brought to you by Farmers Bank, with 3 locations to serve you in St. Paul, Walnut, and Hepler. Your pregame brought to you by Richie's Drugs. Your halftime brought to you by St. Paul Tire and Lube. And your postgame brought to you by K&W Trucking. Tonight's game also brought to you by Exchange State Bank, the Prairie Mission Retirement Village, and Exchange Insurance. Get ready for St. Paul Indian football with Dan and Mike on the call here on Hot 105.